What's going on, y'all? It's your boy No Credit, and I'm back again with another one. I need you guys to do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos and lives like these. That being said, let's get into it. Hey, yo, what's going on, Chastity? I'm chilling, man. I'm sorry I ain't replied to you on Instagram. I've been real busy. My fault, Chastity. I've been real busy. I wasn't able to reply to you. You had messaged me on Instagram on my boxing page, asking me. You had messaged me on my boxing page asking me if I wanted to, if I was watching the fight, and I never replied to you. I seen your message, but I never replied, and I don't like that. I should have replied. My fault. I hope you ain't take that personal, Chastity. But what's good? I see you back in the comment section, so I appreciate you. What you say before that? Damn, I'm on my other phone. I don't like this phone. I like the other phone better. She said, What's been up, Easy Root? I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling, Chastity. You already know how I'm coming, man. I'm healthy, alive. I'm just glad to see another day. Some people ain't wake up. Some people ain't wake up to see. Some people didn't wake up to see this day. You said, Did you see Boots? You mean did I go to the fight? No, I ain't go to the fight. I didn't go to the fight, so I saw the fight, like, but I ain't go to it. I watched the fight. But that's the point of this video. Let's talk about it. Chastity, that boy a cheater, Chastity. You heard me? That boy a cheater, in my opinion. Like y'all gonna say what y'all wanna say, but in my opinion, that's some cheating shit, bro. Like no bullshit. Let's talk about it. And yeah, exactly, Chastity. You heard me? Chastity, so listen, right? So he is a weight bully. He worse than Earl Spence. We thought Earl Spence was big as shit. Jaron Ennis probably bigger than what Earl Spence was. But he got some boxing skills. So it's not fair for them other guys at 147. Chastity, he just had a unification fight, right? He's the IBF world champion. Chastity, he's the IBF world champion. IBF has a rule where you can't go above 10 pounds when you weigh in. But in a unification fight, which when he fights another champion, right? When he fights another champion, he's allowed to blow up. There is no rehydration clause. That boy was a light heavyweight. He was like 178 for the fight. How you fight at 147 and you damn near 180 light heavyweight fighting these little guys at 147? And you got boxing skills too. You gonna be punching harder than them and you faster than them? Come on, bro. How is that fair? How is that fair, bro? I'm trying to see like how is that fair? The IBF has a 10-pound rehydration drum, but Jaron Ennis fought in a unification fight, so the rehydration was out of the window. They took the rehydration out of the window. But salute to everybody tapping in. Salute to Chastity. He was really like 180, a buck 80, yo. He was a light heavyweight fighting a freaking 147-pound fighter. Salute to everybody tapping into the channel. It's your boy Don't Credit. Y'all already know I'm coming. Philly the building. West Philly, Yerby. But tap into the channel, man. If y'all want more content like this, y'all want me to keep this thing consistent. All right, I'm gonna say this, right? Y'all want me to keep this thing consistent. Y'all want more content like this. Y'all really gonna have to tap in, keep me motivated to want to come on here. When I say tap in, I mean show your boy some love. Y'all see the Venmo up there? I got the Venmo up there. I got the Zelle up there. Show your boys tap in on Venmo, tap in on Zelle, and y'all gonna see me every day. I lied to y'all not. I be on this John. Shit, send me $5. Venmo, Zelle. I show y'all some love every day, you know. It's just I need some motivation myself. So give me some motivation to keep. I love boxing, but you gotta show me some love too. You gotta show me you appreciate the content. Tap in with your boy. We gonna keep this thing going. Listen, I work from home, so I can do a live every day, but you gotta show your boys a little bit of love. You gotta tap in with your boy. Then I'm gonna hop on this thing, keep this thing going. So let's keep this thing going. Tap in with your boy Zell. Tap in on Venmo, and we gonna have a live every single morning. Or like and share the video. Whatever you can do, I appreciate you. But yeah, I need a little motivation. That's all I've said. But anyway, let's get into it. Chastity, she said, where are the usual suspects? I'm looking for Boxing Nerd for real, for real. I'm trying to get Boxing Nerd up here so we can really talk about it. For real, for real. Cause listen, Chastity, after the Boots fight, right? Boxing Nerd had called me. He was hype as shit. Yo, did you see what Boots did? Did you see what Boots did? Why he ain't do that against Karen? Why he ain't do that against Abadesia? Exactly. He do that against Staniotis, a guy who just comes straight forward with his hands up. No defense, nothing. Just running right into the shots. Like, come on, man. Any slick boxer is going to do that to him. Any slick boxer is going to do that to a guy like Staniotis. He just comes straight forward. Like he's running right into you. He did exactly what he said he was going to do. All gas, no brakes. And Chastity said he little as hell. Of course. And he little too for 147. But he came straight forward to Jaron Ennis. He put his head down in a high guard. Here, hit me. Hit me if you can. What you think I'm going to do? If a guy just walking straight to me and I got all the boxing skills in the world, I'm bigger than him. I got better boxing skills than him. I'm faster than him. I'm more athletic than him. It's going to be an easy night for me. And not to mention, guys, not to mention, this guy was coming off a 3-year layoff, Chastity. Chastity, this guy was coming off a 3-year layoff. You hear me? He was coming off a 3-year layoff, Chastity. He came off he hasn't fought in 3 years, but he recently fought one person. Chastity, imagine being inactive for 3 years. You're not sharp. You're not sharp, bro. You're not sharp. So my thing is, why would you go and fight a guy who's inactive for 3 years? Come on, man. That's the only guy you could get in the ring? That's crazy. That's nasty work, Chastity. You hear me? That's diabolical work. You hear me? That shit out of pocket. That shit out of pocket, Chastity. He for a buddy that's been inactive for 3 years. IBF didn't have a rehydration clause. So Jarabus, he came into the draw probably 200 pounds, Chastity. Chastity, think about it. Somebody 200 pounds and you 147. I ain't gonna say I'm reaching when I say a buddy was 147. Buddy probably rehydrated too, but he ain't get up to 180, 200 like Jaron Ennis. Jaron Ennis is bigger than Canelo Alvarez. Chastity. Everybody keeps saying Crawford about to fight Canelo big as shit and all that. Jaron Ennis probably bigger than Canelo Alvarez. He fight at 147. We know Canelo was at 147 before too. Jaron Ennis is a big kid. I ain't gonna call the man a kid, but he's a big dude. Like Chastity, everybody he fight. Let me ask you a question, right, Chastity? When have you seen Jaron Ennis fight anybody that's bigger than him or the same size as him? He's always the bigger man. Like, come on, bro. It's time to move up and weight and fight somebody your size. You keep bullying these little guys. That's the same shit Earl Spence was doing until it caught up to him. These guys are okay with bullying these little guys. They don't want to challenge themselves. They want to fight little guys and bully these little guys. He's even going to wait at 147 and wait for guys like Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney Those are little guys moving up in weight. The only thing I like about those guys, they got skills. So the skills is gonna even out Jaron Ennis being big as shit. That's the only thing I like about a guy like Devin Haney or Teofimo Lopez. I like their chances because they got boxing skills. Other than that, Jaron Ennis big as shit, bro. He big as fuck. Yo, come on, bro. That boy was like 300 pounds. Jaron Ennis rehydrated to like 300 pounds, gang. Like that's crazy, bro. How you gonna get all the way up to like 200 pounds fighting these little guys, bullying these little guys? It's ridiculous, bro. Victor J said Bud was weight bullying guys at 140 and one. Victor J. Crawford is 5'8". How is he weight bullying guys at 140, 147? Victor J. You know at 140, Crawford fought a guy named Victor Postal. He's 5'11". Crawford also fought Julius Sendango. He's 5'11". So what little guys was Crawford bullying when those guys was bigger than him at 142? Victor J, what the freak are you talking about, you casual fangirl? What are you talking about, Victor J? Bud Crawford at 18, 19 years old was a small guy. He's always been small. The narrative has always been Bud Crawford is light in the ass. Isn't that what everybody say? Everybody be like, Crawford's too small. So you're trying to flip the script, buddy. That's not how it works. The narrative is not Crawford's too big. He's too small. I ain't even going to say it's the narrative. It's the facts. The facts is Crawford's too small. The other facts is Jaron Ennis is too big. You can't compare the two. He's way too big for 147, bro. He's killing himself to make the weight. I mean, this guy don't even eat when he weight cuts. He doesn't even drink. He can't even drink. He can't even eat. It's ridiculous what he's willing to do just to fight smaller guys and take advantage of little guys. This is disgusting. This guy needs to be brought to justice. Chastity, what's up, man? Chastity, this dude needs to be brought to justice, man. Justice needs to be served for a guy like Jaron Ennis, who's willing to fight little guys but not willing to move up in weight and challenge himself. We need some law and order in the sport of boxing because something needs to be done. He even hired a nutritionist just to force himself to stay at 147. What are you doing with a nutritionist, bro? Chastity, I want to ask Chastity a question for a second. If that is your weight class, why do you need a nutritionist? If that is your weight class, why do he need a nutritionist if that's his weight class? Chastity, come on now. Come on now, Chastity. Do that make sense? If that's really his weight class, why do he need a nutritionist to stay at that weight? The man literally hired a nutritionist because he was killing himself to make the weight. He said, somebody please help me weight drain myself to skeleton so I can rehydrate 200 pounds when I fight these little guys and their punches can't affect me. We watched a light heavyweight versus a 147-pound fighter, and that's why we only got 6 rounds of action. And also, not to mention, the guy been inactive for 3 years. Boots is a bad man. After Bud arguably lost to Madrimov, best avoid. Victor J, stop trolling, bro. Victor J, listen to me. Boots is not a bad man. We seen what Boots looked like against an unknown fighter nobody ever heard of. And freaking, I don't even remember the guy named Karen. You know who Karen is, right? No, you probably don't know who he is. Nobody knows who he is. He's from somewhere. We don't even know what country he's from. We don't even know what country Karen is from, bro. We seen Boots fight that guy 2 times, and he couldn't do nothing with Karen. Then we see him fight Avanesian. He got dropped by Avanesian. The referee didn't call it, right? He even got dropped by this guy he just fought in the third round. All right, Victor J, do you really watch boxing, bro? Did Jaron Ennis not get dropped by what's the guy name he just fought? Listen, I don't even know these dudes' name like that. What's the buddy name he just fought? Stanionis, right? He just got dropped by this guy, bro. He just got dropped by this guy, and the referee didn't call it a knockdown. Said the punch was behind the head. Did you really watch the fight, bro? Or you on here trolling? He got dropped recently, bro. So what do you talk about? And this guy was coming off a 3-year layoff. Come on, Victor J. Stop trolling. Chastity said, no way. He was always super skinny. Exactly. Shaquille 34. Salute. Shaquille 34. He don't know shit about boxing. Jab away. Standing owners, jab. No, standing owners didn't do shit. Weight cut didn't slow him down the same. He didn't have a rehydration clause, Victor J. Victor J, he didn't have a rehydration clause. That man went up to 200 pounds. He was fighting a little guy. It's ridiculous, bro. Boots is going to fight unifications at 147, so he doesn't have to worry about. You see what I'm saying? Look, guys, look at what Victor J just said. Look at what Victor J just said, guys. You saw what Victor J just said? He said, I want you guys to read what this guy just said. Let's put this dude on blast for a second. This dude is a freaking idiot, bro. Let's put this guy on blast for a second. He said Boots is going to fight unification at 147, so he doesn't have to worry about the IBF rehydration clause. You know what that means when a guy like this, Victor J, says some bullshit like this? You know what that means, y'all? It means this guy is okay with Boots weight bullying these little guys. He's even happy that Boots gets to rehydrate. Do that sound like a boxing fan to y'all? That is a fanboy. That is a guy obsessed with another guy because he doesn't care if the sport is fair or not. Do you want to watch a fair fight, or you want to watch a guy who's naturally 180 fight guys that fights at 147? Is that what you want to watch, Victor J? What did Eddie Hearn say? Eddie Hearn told us Jaron Ennis could potentially go all the way as high as 168. Not because he's that good to go up to 168, because that's his natural weight class. What the? So who y'all trying to trick, though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who y'all trying to lie to? Eddie Hearn says Jaron Ennis is good enough to go up to 168. He good enough to go up to 160, 68, because that's his natural weight class. He's in a weight class where he doesn't belong. Come on. Yo, y'all gotta chill, bro. Y'all really gotta chill, gang. Come on, now. What did y'all talk about? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Victor J, you just exposed yourself. You want Jaron Ennis to cheat every single fight. That's why you said you want to see the unification fights. Because you don't want him to fight at 147. You want him to fight at 180 versus little guys. The boxing guru. The boxing guru said that wasn't a knockdown. What was it, buddy? Let me put your ass on blast, you hear me? Let me put your ass on blast, you hear me? Salute, my guy. You from Philly? Let me drop the link on you. Want to come on here and talk to me? I'm gonna drop the link on you, Birdie. Come up here. Let's bust it up. One Philly brother to another Philly brother. You hear me? I'm gonna drop the link on you, gang. Come on here and tap in. Let's talk. If you know boxing, come up here. Come talk to me, my guy. Come talk to me. Come holler at me. You hear me? Let's see. Let's put you to the test and see what you are. Let's put you to the test. You call yourself boxing guru, right? All right, come up on the show. Let's put you to the test, see what you on, see how you coming, see how you carried it when it comes to this for the boxing. Cause I've been carrying this shit for a minute, you hear me? So we gonna see what you talk about. You said that wasn't a knockdown. But he got hit and he went down. That was a clear knockdown. The referee didn't call it. Like, what you want me to play the video? He got hit, he went down. Referee talk about in the back of the head. That wasn't Jaron Ennis hit people with the same shots. Victor. Thomas DeLorme got hit with the same shot, bro. Thomas DeLorme got hit with the same shot from Jaron Ennis. He went down, but he never got up because he got hit in the back of the head really hard. He even filed a petition. He even filed some motion saying, yo, Jaron Ennis cheated me. He hit me in the back of the head. Jaron Ennis is notorious for hitting people in the back of the head, gang. And then when somebody do it to him, the referee want to be on his side. No, keep the same energy. Don't be on his side. He be hitting people in the back of the head too. Somebody hit him in the back of the head. He go down. Now he want to complain. No, don't do that. Don't do that. We not about to do that. We not about to do that, gang. Hey, yo, Chastity, salute. Chastity, you can come up too. Let's talk. Let's talk, Chastity. Come up on the jaw if you want to. If you want to come up, Chastity, salute. ASAP Low Dog, what's up, my guy? Been a minute, my man. What's up with you, ASAP? What's going on? Boots needs to get his butt in the ring with Norman Jr. Chastity, Boots versus Norman Jr. is going to look like any other fights. He's too big for Brian Norman Jr., and he has more skills for Brian Norman Jr. So it's not a fair fight, Chastity. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm not going to sit here and say that's a competitive fight like that. I don't think it is. I think Boots going to beat Norman like he beats everybody because he's too big. He's a freaking light heavyweight fighting little guys. And he got some boxing skills to him. The only people that's going to give him problems are people that got skills too. He just wants to go undisputed. Nothing wrong with that. Victor J, you want that man to cheat. You just said you want him to unify so he don't have a rehydration clause. Don't talk about undisputed. We're talking about rehydration. You talk about undisputed. You said your goal is just to see him your goal is to see him rehydrate. That's what you said, Victor J. I'm going off of what you said. I ain't worried about no undisputed. I'm worried about what you said about the rehydration situation. So come on now. Chastity said he's a straight up fanboy. There are the rules. Easy rule is not cheating. Come on, man. He went up too high, bro. Victor J, he went up way too high. That's not fair, Victor J. There needs to be some new rules. Because how can a guy come into the fight 180, 190, and I'm 150? Come on, bro. That is cheating, bro. King Agent Man, salute. King Agent Man said he's from Ukraine. Salute, chat. ASAP Low Dog now they back on Boost Hype Train. But will kill that boy. You see how he gets hit. He'll get KO. Of course he will. Salute, Easy Root. Boxing Dirt hit the link. I don't know where Boxing Dirt at. Chastity said, I'll be up in a little bit. But Junior is a puncher. He could catch Boots. He could, but I don't see him winning the fight. I'm not going to lie to you, Chastity. Skills pays the bills. Boots is the bigger man, and he got more skills, so it's going to be a hard fight for Buddy to win. Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more. Salute, man. ASAP Low Dog said, stop going MIA. Hey, yo, ASAP, listen, bro. I'm going to stop going MIA if y'all show me some love. Y'all tap in. Tap in with the Zells. Tap in with the Venmo. Then I'm going to stop going. I'm going to stop going MIA. Y'all got to tap in. Y'all got to show your boy some love. Y'all got to show y'all mess with the content. If y'all show me some love, y'all give me some motivation. I'll be on this thing every day. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm not on here because I work from home. I work from home like that. So when I'm not on YouTube, I'm doing other stuff to make some cheese. You feel what I'm saying? I do other stuff. So I could be on YouTube all day, but I gotta make some money on this job. If y'all tap in, show your boy a little bit of love. I be on this thing every morning. Every morning I wake up, I hop right on the live.
You know what I'm saying? I even update my StreamYard. Get this thing popping. Everything I get y'all 2 lives. Y'all gotta show your boy some love. The Venmo right there, the Zelle right there. Show your boy some love. If you can't if you can't send no cheese, share the video, like the video. You just gotta get my algorithm up, and then you gonna see my face. Every matter of fact, you gonna see my face. You gonna see me. Gonna put my face right in the camera, like I'm right here. Let's talk this boxing shit. You hear me? Hey, yo, World Combat Sports, what's good, man? I ain't talked to World Combat Sports in a minute. I dropped the link on you to World Combat Sports. You don't even need no introduction, but everybody salute my guy, World Combat Sports. He never take a break. He's the real definition of no gas, all gas, no brakes. Not Steady Otis. Steady Otis, that boy, he said all gas, no brakes, and he went in there and he got stopped. So he did have a break. He did put his foot on the brake. You should have kept your foot on the gas. You put your foot on the brake and got stopped. Steady Otis, funny as shit. He talk about all gas, no brake. That's a Philly slang too. We use that a lot. All gas, no brakes. You hear me? But World Combat Sports, he got stopped. He put his foot on the brakes. Talking about all gas, no brakes. But World Combat Sport is the true definition of all gas, no brakes, because he keep this thing consistent. I'm inconsistent, y'all. You can't count on me. I'm inconsistent. I be on here in and out. But World Combat Sport, he do this thing day in and day out. So you gotta respect him. I need everybody to salute World Combat Sport. Go to his channel, show him some love, watch his videos. But yeah, y'all can hit the link. World Combat Sport. I dropped the link on y'all if y'all see it. It's your boy No Credit, man. We back here. But World Combat Sports, what you think about Boots getting all the way up to like 180, 190, man? Don't you think that's crazy? Bruce Gas, salute. Don't you think that's crazy, man? He loved himself some unification fights, so he could go up to 190, 180. He loved himself some unification, so he could go up to 180, 190. He 180, 190. Hey, yo, King Asian man, salute. How you?
Hey, salute to you, salute to you. I got about 10, 15 minutes to be on, so I just popped on to show you some love. Man, we need a boxing nerd on here so he could break down the fight. You giving Boots no credit, huh?
Hey, yeah, he said you give it, yo. I like how you said that. I like that word. That was real slick. You said
Uh-huh.
you giving Moose no credit. No, no. Listen. After the fight, I did give him some credit though. I said, yo, he stopped Buddy sooner than I thought he was going to stop him. I even have him on my listen. I create parlays like I bet on boxing.
Right.
I had him on my parlay like 2 weeks, like a week, or was it a week? Either a week and a half before the fight before the fight even happened. So I had him winning the fight. I just thought the fight would have lasted a lot longer. You feel me? But he made it look too easy. So I was a little surprised. So I gave him some credit. You feel what I'm saying? That's what he's supposed to be doing. He big as shit. He bigger than all of these dudes he's fighting.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Did you really think he was gonna come in that heavy?
What do you mean? How heavy? How heavy you thought he was?
I didn't think he was gonna come in, at the weight he came out. I thought he'd come in probably like 150.
150. That's 3 pounds
Yeah.
more. Are you serious?
I mean, Boots pride himself in keeping his weight balanced.
No, you mean like making weight or night of the fight?
Well, definitely making weight because he never got fined.
That means he'll lose his titles. He'll be over the limit.
Right.
Oh, you thought he was going to be over the limit?
No, I said, were you surprised that he came in as heavy fight night weight, as heavy as he did? It seemed like you were surprised, saying he's almost 200 pounds.
No, it's not that I was surprised. I forgot. Or this is the thing. I forgot. You know, the IBF has a rule where you can't go over 10 pounds. Is
Right.
a rule. The IBF probably the only organization that got that rule where you can't go over 10 pounds, right? Because when you're the champion, you can't do that. They're the only people that uphold that rule in the sport of boxing, which is great. I think every organization need to do that. But Boots, he's the IBF champion. So
he be looking weight drained sometimes. So he don't have all that energy because he's a big boy. He's a big boy. He don't have all that energy because in recent fights we haven't really seen him moving. We seen him trying to stand there and go toe to toe with these guys. You understand what I'm saying? But in this fight, I forgot that the IBF, even though he's the IBF champion, but in a unification fight, they give you a pass. They like, yo, you could do whatever you want. This is a unification fight. You're not just fighting for our belt. You fight for everybody else's belt. You understand what I'm saying?
It was a WBA on the line, I believe.
Yeah, yeah, the WBA. But I'm just saying in general,
Yeah.
you could you fight for another belt. So you could do whatever you want. So Boo's like, what? I could do whatever I want. I'm about to go up to 250. Oh shit. He said I'm about to go up to 250, you hear me?
To be honest, I thought it probably was gonna look more like
Uh-huh.
Mayweather Gotti. Yeah, I mean it kind of like did, but not. Mayweather definitely looked way more spectacular.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Mayweather is a generational talent. Boots hasn't shown us he's a generational talent yet. I mean, Mayweather Gotti, I didn't even see Mayweather get hit.
Right.
Like I watched the fight, I didn't even see him get hit clip with nothing clean or even hit with a jab. To be honest, it was just a one-sided ass whipping by
Right.
Mayweather. But
Mhm.
Boots got clipped. Like
Uh, yeah.
what I'm talking about also is Boots also got dropped. If you watch the fight, you watched the fight.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. Okay, yeah, okay. Oh, Tank just fought Lamont Roach.
He took a knee,
That well,
but yeah,
okay.
go ahead.
So rating both of those,
Uh huh.
uh, both of that content. Which one you think was more legit, or both of them just should have been ruled a knockdown?
They both should have been ruled a knockdown. That's crazy because I compare both of those guys to each other a lot. I don't know if you be watching my regular videos. Do you watch my regular videos and not just my live?
Yeah, yeah. When they come through my feed, yeah, I click on them and
Okay.
watch.
So I just did a video recently talking about Jaron Ennis arrogance. I don't know if you watched that one. If you didn't, you should go check it out. I was speaking
Definitely
on
will.
his arrogance, meaning like I feel like he's a solid fighter. He from my city. I want to see Philly on top. Come on, man. It's not like somebody from my city. I don't want to support him. It's just I noticed something about him. He has this arrogance to him, and I feel like Tank Davis has the same thing. And the arrogance that both of those guys show, they feel like they're better than what they are. And I'm about to break it down for a little bit. Like Javante Davis recently did an interview where he said, I'm the most skillful fighter in boxing," and that's a ridiculous claim to make, bro. You could barely crack the top 10 pound for pound list for you to even make that claim. You're 30 years old. How can you even say you're the most skillful fighter in boxing? You can't even crack the pound for pound list, get up there at least top five. But you want to tell us, how you going to tell the public you're the most skillful fighter in boxing, but you can't even crack the pound for pound list that tells everybody, oh, these are the best fighters in the world. So you're the most skillful fighter in boxing, but the pound for pound list and everything else is telling us that totally different. You're not fighting guys we want to see you fight to show us that skill. You're fighting guys we don't want to see you fight, but you got the nerve to do an interview and say you're the most skillful fighter in boxing. I think Gervonta Davis and Gerard Ennis, they do the same shit. Gerard Ennis do an interview. He said, I'm the best fighter in boxing. How? You haven't shown us that. Your body of work have not showed us that you're the best fighter in boxing. You have to show us. Guys like Terrence Crawford, Ozid or Usyk, these guys have showed us because of what they've done in weight classes. You haven't shown us. You can't make a claim like that. Jaron Ennis, Gervonta Davis, they can't make a claim like that. Plus, there's a difference for being skillful and there's a difference for being exciting and flashy. I got to give it to Jaron and Gervonta. They're both exciting fighters and flashy fighters. But are they the most skillful fighter in boxing? What
Absolutely not,
what
because
part of
they
the
have
fundamentals do you feel they like? I didn't mean to cut you off, but before you run past that, what fundamentals are they're lacking that they're not catching on your eye test?
the IQ. The IQ. For let's start with Jaron Ennis. I think his IQ is not where it's supposed to be. The reason why I'm saying the IQ is because we gonna look at just the Karen fight for a second. Even even the Avanesian fight. I mean, that was another guy who was way too small for him. He was supposed to get him out of there, like no controversy. Where his corner stopped, his corner stopped it, and Avanesian was complaining. He was like, I wasn't ready for y'all to stop the fight. I still wanted to fight, but I understand sometimes you got to save your fighter. But still, like I thought he was gonna like really hurt Buddy, and he really did. But let's go back to the what's the guy named Karen?
Karen.
Let's go back to the Karen fight, right?
Part one or part two? He
Yeah,
just fought him in November.
right. So King Asian Math, right? When you fight a guy the first time and everybody say, hey, listen, we expected you to do better. We expected you to do better against this guy. You fight a guy nobody knows, and then you go you fight that guy again, and it's a more competitive fight. That shows you lack some IQ, boxing IQ. Because why didn't you make the adjustments in the second fight to make it an even? Once King Asian Man, once you fight a guy, right, who the public doesn't really know like that, and they expecting you to blow this guy out, you go and you fight the guy again. What do you think the public is expected? A knockout win, right? Or a one-sided just ass whooping? You got to drop this dude a couple of times. I mean, he dropped him, but he didn't get him out of there, and the fight was more competitive. And Karen stood right in front of him. That's what we was expecting for him to really go in there the second time and blow this guy out. Now, King Asia, let's put Terrence Crawford or Earl Spence in that situation versus a guy named Karen, who the public don't even know. Do you truly believe Terrence Crawford or a prime Earl Spence go against a guy named Karen twice? You think this guy is gonna see the 12 round, the belt? You think he's gonna see it? I want you to honestly tell me that.
Karen is from Ukraine, correct? And
Yeah, but I'm asking you that question.
okay.
Do
Yeah,
you do you honestly think Karen will see 12 rounds against Crawford or Earl Spence if he
out of
fought them
out of out, out of two fights, out
out
of
of two fights?
no, it wouldn't go the whole 24.
Exactly, bro. Where's the adjustments? Where's the IQ that everybody say this guy is a generational talent? He's this, he's that. Why didn't he make the adjustments to make the second fight an easier fight? So everybody say, "Oh, you too critical of Jaron Ennis." I'm just giving my boxing analysis, bro. That's my analysis. That's not me being critical. But yeah, that's my problem with Ennis and what's his name? Tank.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Uh,
was hoping Boxing Nerd could pull up before I have to get off.
oh,
But
you gotta get off though?
yeah. Gotta drop some deliveries at the airport. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Money don't stop. But I saw you was live, so I said, yeah, I got a little time.
I
And
appreciate you stopping by.
no problem, no problem. Maybe if you come on again tonight, we get on and we really chop it up. But Boots is a Boxing Nerds guy. He's supposed to show up and give his breakdown, his analysis on the state of Jaron Ennis, and
Right.
you know,
And you know what he did after the fight? Yo, I've never seen boxing nerds so happy in his life. After the fight, I was the first person he called. I lied to you not. He called me like, please tell me you saw that fight. Please tell me. Did you see it? No credit. Did you see it? I'm like, bro, I seen it, bro. Come on, relax. I'm like, relax, bro. I seen the fight, bro. Like, come on. Everybody saw the fight. Like, are you serious? He like, did you like what you saw? I was like, yeah, I was impressed. I ain't gonna lie. I said I was impressed. I said it was a great performance. But then I had to like think about it. And I was like, wait, this guy didn't have no hydration clause.
with the IBF. He got up as big as he wanted to. But that was later, like after the fight, after everything set in. You heard me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Immediately after the fight, I was impressed. But then a couple of days later, I had time to think about it. I'm like, yo, he definitely didn't have no rehydration clause where he got to stay 10 pounds away from, I mean, not too far away from 147. So he could have got up to 190, 180.
Yeah, I agree with Doughboy. Yeah, he should need to get Norman Jr. or Barrios in the ring.
Hold
One
on,
quick
somebody named
question.
Edward Moore trying to come on. Oh, you want to say something first? Say something before I get him on.
Uh, what is the probability of
Uh-huh.
Boots being undisputed in the 140 in the welterweight division by the end of the year?
Uh, it's a low probability because he needs to fight two people. He needs to fight two people from different network, so it can't happen. He only has two belts. Well, he has the Ring Magazine belt, but I'm talking about the official belt.
WBC, yeah, the WBC and the WBO.
Right. So it's a low possibility of him becoming undisputed this year, but it could happen in the next 2 years. It depends. It all depends on PBC. If PBC, because we know Bob Arum wants to make Brian Norman and Boots. That's what we're hearing. Bob Arum is willing. Bob Arum is old right now. He's not. He's willing to make any fight. The fact that Bob Arum made his young heavyweight fight. What's the dude name from the UK?
Mhm.
What's his name? The African boy from the UK. I forgot his name.
Uh,
What's his name, man? He just got stopped. He got stopped by Parker. What's the African boy name from the UK? I keep forgetting. But Coley, Bruce Gas Boxing. I appreciate you. I forgot his name. But yeah, the fact that Bob Arum made that fight, put his young prospect in a fight like that, that shows Bob Arum is willing to make any fight. So he's definitely willing to make Boots versus Norman if the money's right. But let me add this guy Edward and see what he trying to say. Hey yo, salute Edward. What's going on? What you trying to say, buddy?
Hey, what's up, man? Salute to your brothers. My first time on your panel.
Where you
I'm gonna
from?
kind of
Where you
I'm gonna
from? Where you
kind of
from? Where you from?
disagree. I'm from Georgia, man, Atlanta.
Oh, okay. I thought you were from Philly for a second, but go ahead.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna kind of disagree with a few things that you were saying about Boots, man.
Well, go ahead. You tell me. He from my city though. I know him.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen,
Well, for one thing, it's
I,
like
I
the
I've
triangle
been in
theory. Go
wait,
ahead,
wait.
brother.
I've been in the ring with some of the guys he sparred. I'm a boxer myself. I know
Right,
I know his folks personally. Like I've been
right.
to I've been to Bozy Dungeon. I know a lot of people in the city. So I can speak on stuff like this. But go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's fine. I used to box too. I fought. I'm retired. That was many, many moons ago. But I fought professional also.
So
But
tell me what you disagree with. Cause sometimes
one thing I did.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
gonna lie to you. Sometimes I do get a little carried away when I want to talk my shit. But go ahead.
Yeah, if I disagree with the about the whataboutisms, what you think Errol Spence would have did and all this. So I seen Errol Spence go 12 rounds with Mikey Garcia. What you think Boots would have did to Mikey Garcia if we want to play that game? I
No, that
think Boots would have
skills.
stopped.
No,
I
no,
think
that's
Boots would have stopped Mikey Garcia.
okay. You might have a point on that. That's a
It- it-
possibility. But we never seen Mikey get stopped though, so we can't really say that.
and that's the thing. We never seen Kerry get stopped. Sometimes you just run across guys in this game, even though and people like to say throw this word IQ out like it's like what a guy's thinking. Sometimes you can be a good, smart fighter, but your body just can't execute the game plan. You could be smart, but you just can't execute. So
The
you think
IQ,
you
the
think
IQ.
you
I don't want to cut you off. The
yeah.
IQ come from adjustments, like making these subtle adjustments where you can think in the ring like, yo, I made this mistake last time and it led to this. I need to make a few steps. I need to think ahead. Like you know what Floyd Mayweather used to say? I'm like 10 steps ahead of my opponent. That's where the IQ come from.
He
Yeah,
wasn't
but
10 steps ahead. He wasn't 10 steps ahead of Marcus McDonald. Marcus McDonald was raining down punches on his head, brother. He wasn't 10 steps ahead of that.
Yo,
I
come
mean,
on.
come on, we got to keep it 100, man. If somebody letting their hands go, all that IQ stuff, you can sometimes you got to fight.
Yeah,
You,
I,
you,
Coach, let me make a point right here.
all right, go ahead, go ahead. You got some good points though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, no credit used on point, but when IQ comes in,
Go ahead, go ahead.
that's the mental aspect. It still got to be followed through with the physical aspect. I think that's what Coach Eddie was saying.
Yeah, I
You
know
know,
what I understand what he's saying.
okay, all right, good enough.
Go
I
ahead,
mean,
go
cause
ahead.
you, yeah, but like I said, you have a lot of guys who have good boxing brains, but their body just can't execute. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That don't mean that they're dumb fighter. They just don't have the skill, the physical abilities to do it. Then you got
Exactly.
some guys who have great physical abilities, but you know, in the boxing ring, they're dumb as a box of rocks, but they're physically gifted. Now, as far as carrying, sometimes you get tough guys out there. I mean, it was a guy by the name of Montel Griffin who gave James Toney fits. You never know who's going to give you a problem in that boxing ring just because it
Right.
looks a certain way on paper. It could be
All
a
right.
guy. I mean,
Go.
Joe Butler, gave Ali fits. Little curly Afro dude with the white dude with the Afro. He
Mhm.
gave Ali a fit. Ken Norton gave Ali a fit. So a lot of times, as fans, especially younger fans, I don't know how old you are. We like to go off of name recognition, and we automatically
That's what
throw
I
these
was.
guys in the
All
bum
right,
category, and we don't know who they are.
Coach Eddie. That's where I was gonna go with it. I was gonna go with it like that because of the because because he's unknown to the public. You understand what I'm saying? So we have like the public have a certain expectation for guys like Jaron Boots Ennis. So when we see him against the guys we don't believe are the best, we don't believe are the best, we expect something from him. We don't want to see what we saw. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's where the problem come in because our expectation is like all the way up here because we know how good he is. I'm not on here saying he's not good. I'm on here saying he's that good, but I'm saying if you're that good, you gotta meet that expectation every time. You
But
gotta
is
be a
it?
you gotta be a Jordan. I don't want to go off topic. You gotta be like a Michael Jordan and be able to drop 50 points every night. We want to see that every night.
I don't think Boots is up there. You putting him up there with the likes of a
No, no, no,
Roy
no.
Jones.
No. I'm just saying if he's really that good. I don't believe he's Michael Jordan of boxing. I'm just giving a little analogy real quick.
Yeah,
But
but
hold on,
I don't
I'm
think
gonna
you're
ask you a
different.
question. Who on Terrence Crawford resume that Boots can't beat?
Who on Terrence Crawford resume that Boots can't be?
Yeah, think about it.
Uh
Don't say Earl, because Earl was tailor made for Boots. Flat footed, come forward fighter. Boots will cook him. There's
Well,
nobody on Terrence
there's
Crawford
different.
resume that Boots can't beat, man.
There's different
He,
variations of Spence now. That's just the facts. Yeah, it's all on him, but
all right,
there's
all right, all
different.
right. Let me say this. I don't want to cut you off, right? Or if they were closer in size, if they were closer in size, Boots versus a prime Gamboa, closer in size, I think Gamboa would give Boots a run for his money.
man, Gamboa got flipped 30 times in his career. That dude been on the canvas more than sweat and blood,
If
man.
they were closer in size, that'd be a different story.
Now we're going into what we call the realm of hypotheticals and fantasies. Gamboa, he was okay, but he wasn't all that. The dude was chinny, man. You touch him, he gonna fall. And look how many times the dude been knocked down in his career, man. Gamboa was a reckless fighter.
Yeah, because he was too man, he was too quick, too fast. You
Yeah,
want to
he was a reckless fighter, man.
you
So
want to
at the end of the
get
day,
good.
we gotta wait to see how these guys pan out. Like I said, Boots is 34-0 with 30 knockouts. That's pretty decent. Last time I checked.
That is
Now
decent.
it's up to us. Now Boots didn't get the luxury like Canelo got. Canelo got the luxury of getting all these old champions on his resume. Sean
Right.
Porter didn't want to fight Boots. Danny Garcia didn't want to fight Boots. Errol Spence didn't want to fight Boots. None of them guys wanted to fight Boots. So we said you ain't fought nobody. But then you can't make them guys get in the ring with you. You can't handcuff them. Hey man, you gonna fight me? If they don't want to fight you, they ain't gonna fight you. They're gonna come up with all the duck language. Oh, you ain't done nothing. Who have you fought? Everything everybody say when they don't want to fight somebody. You don't bring nothing to the table. All this old stuff, man. That doesn't mean they don't want to fight you, man.
Yeah, my problem with that is, right, Coach Eddie. My problem with that is, um, he was over there with Earl. He's been over. He was Earl mandatory for a whole year and some change. Why did him and his father and his team put pressure? Why they had to wait a whole year and a half to finally file the petition? And you know what's crazy with that? They filed the petition when they knew Earl was fighting Bud. Like, why would y'all file the petition knowing Earl was about to fight Bud? Why didn't you file the petition before that? Earl didn't fight for a whole year. Why did you wait till Earl was signed to fight somebody else and then file the petition? So now the winner, you want to fight the winner, but how you going to fight the winner if they was locked in a 2-fight deal contract?
You talking the WBC? That what you talking about?
No, the IBF.
Yeah, there had to be an IBF. Sean Porter had the WBC.
Oh,
Going
okay.
back a little bit, Coach Eddie, what would you say, Prime Kell Brook, or as I just said, Sean Porter? Both of those are on Crawford's resume going against Boots.
I
Well,
would
that's the
love.
thing.
Oh, go
I
ahead.
can't, I can't, I can't say that. I can't say that Kell Brook is prime. He wasn't. I'm gonna treat Canelo. I'm gonna treat Crawford the same way I do Canelo. I'm gonna pick his resume apart. When Crawford fought Kell Brook, the man had two broken eye sockets. Right? True or false?
Yeah, true, but he was
So
coming
that he
off.
wasn't prime. He wasn't prime. He wasn't in his best. The man was
Well,
washed.
you did,
All right,
you did, you did.
but Coach Eddie, but can we say at least, even though he had two broken eye sockets, but can we say he was on a high confidence? He was on a low tier. He went up to 154 and had some decent wins and came back down.
Yeah, but you know how it is, man. When you trying to rebuild a fighter, man, you just gonna pick a guy, that tailor made for you, just like a suit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it look good on paper, but we already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. That's how you build your guy. At the end of the
So
day, we got to embrace Boots, man, because the 147 division right now is starting to heat up, and he's there. You know what I'm saying? All the old guard is done retired, man. So we gotta big up these guys. You know what I'm saying?
I agree to a certain extent, and I'm gonna tell you why I agree to a certain extent. The reason why I agree to a certain extent because yeah, the 147-pound division is starting to pick up, right? But we say Boots hasn't done anything or for anybody. So when he fight these guys that are at 147, those guys haven't done anything as well. So how can we truly give him credit for those guys as well? Do you understand? Do you see where the problem comes in? If we're already saying Boots hasn't done anything, but he goes and he fight these guys who for sure hasn't done anything, and he beats them, Coach, come on. It's still going to be hard for us to give him credit. We want to
You,
go.
you,
We want to see
oh,
him fight. You know what? I don't want to cut you off real quick, but you know who we want to really see him fight? We want to see him stay at 147 a little bit longer and wait for guys like Teofimo Lopez, wait for guys like Devin Haney. If he beats those guys, you think we won't give him credit for those guys?
there you go again with the name recognition. Teofimo Lopez is hot and cold. That
Right.
Teofimo Lopez ain't all that. He overrated, man. That
I
His
man
think
like
body of
all of
Tyson
them
work,
that you
Fury.
though.
just named. I think all of
His
them you just
body of
named is
work.
hot and cold.
Coach,
Yeah,
I'm talking about their body of work. What have they done in the sport? Forget the
well,
name.
so you going off the accolades, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. Teofimo Lopez when he beat Lomachenko,
Loma.
that man acted like Tyson Fury, man. That man acted like he was the best thing since sliced bread. Then he goes life and death with Claggett. You think Teofimo Lopez is food for Jaron Boots Ennis?
No,
Trust me.
no,
If
man.
that, if that
Salute.
fight happen, he gonna get cooked, man. I'm telling you, bro. He gonna get cooked. He too small, man. He too small, bro.
It's
Boots
gonna
gonna
be
Boots gonna eat him up, man.
It's going to be competitive, in my
It
opinion.
ain't gonna be competitive. He gonna get stopped, man. I'm telling you, brother. He gonna get stopped. Brian Norman Jr. gonna stop TO2 if they fight. Brian Norman Jr. gonna straight Teofimo Lopez out if they fight. He going to sleep, man.
I don't see that happening. I'm a
Dude,
bad
too
man.
little, man. TO too little, bro. I'm telling you, he too small for them guys. He can't mess with them dudes, man. I'm telling you what I know, brother. This man can't. Look, Brian Norman Jr. gave Terrence Crawford the work. He gave Terrence Crawford the business, brother. I'm telling you what I know, man. He
Uh,
gave him the business.
Yeah.
I disagree with that. I
In
disagree with
in my analysis, the only thing
Bro, I was in the
left to
gym.
do,
I seen it. I seen it when they came down to goddamn Granite City. I seen the work.
Granite City,
So
Illinois, or Granite City where? Granite City where?
it's in Georgia, man. It's a boxing
Okay,
gym in Georgia called Granite City, man.
okay.
Yeah,
Yo,
I seen the work.
Coach Eddie, do you really believe Crawford went in there to go in there and Brian Norman Jr. Like I remember an interview from Earl Spence when he said he sparred Floyd Mayweather, right? He said I had something to prove. Brian Norman Jr. was probably on that same type of time, like, oh, I'm about to spar Terrence Crawford. I got something to prove. Terrence Crawford didn't go in there with something to prove against a kid in Brian Norman Jr. So he let Brian Norman Jr. do whatever he did. I can get. I've been boxing for over 10 years. I can get in the ring with anybody and they can look good because I'm not in there trying to hurt this person. I'm sparring a guy almost 10 years younger than me. This I don't gotta make it competitive. I'm just in there working on a few things. So you could say Brian Norman Jr. did this to Terrence Crawford. That don't make sense. Crawford didn't go in there trying to hurt this kid. This kid is 10 years younger than him. Do you truly believe what you're saying? That don't make
How do you
sense.
know? How do you know that? How do you
What do
know
you
that?
mean? I'm telling you, I go in there with somebody 10 years younger than me. Oh,
Bro, I've
I'm
been
not
I've
that.
been in I've
I'm
been in
not that.
boxing longer than you have. What you talking about? You ain't telling me nothing, brother.
I'm
You
not.
what you
I'm
mean?
not that.
If you get
Listen,
in there,
listen.
let me tell you, if you get in there with a
Wait.
young jitterbug and you ain't on
I don't
your
want to
game,
cut
that
you
man
off.
gonna get you, dog. I'm telling
I
you,
don't want
man.
to cut you off, but I'm saying sometimes that's the mindset. You go in there with somebody like that. You don't want to go in there. Oh, this is a young kid coming up. I could ruin his career. I could ruin
Man,
his
stop
career. I could ruin. I could ruin this man's career. I could go in there and really put hands on him, and
off
he'll
a
never
sparring
box
session.
again. He'll never box again.
Off a sparring session.
Yeah, you can hurt people. Come on, man.
Man,
You
you
can.
tripping, man. You acting like Brian Norman Jr. just a scrub or something, man. Bro, what you talking about, man?
Yo,
Yeah, man, come
he
on,
could
man.
suffer some broke. Crawford go in there and break this kid up, break his ribs. He could be. Yo, this is how he make his money. You want Crawford to go in there and really put hands and feet on this kid? Come on, Coach Eddie.
Man, okay. Let me test your temperature real quick. This gonna tell me everything I need to know. Terrence Crawford versus Demetrius Andrade. Who you got?
Crawford gonna cook him.
You out your mind, man.
I'm out my mind.
As absolutely
Skills pays
100%. You out your mind.
skills
That
pays the
that
bills.
that that told me everything right there I need to know, man.
Skills pays the bills.
They the same exact fighter, and what said one of them bigger and stronger. What are you talking about?
How they the same fighter? Demetrius Andre is not as skilled as Terrence Crawford. I don't know what
Man,
you're.
you out your mind.
So
Ask Terrence Crawford.
so
Ask Terrence Crawford. Ask what he say about Demetrius Andrade.
oh
Ask Demetrius Andrade how many times you don't beat up Terrence Crawford in sparring. Ask that question. The man is bigger than Bud. He's stronger than Bud. He's a southpaw like Bud. What you talking about? He's got great skills. Andrade would, if that fight ever happened, I bet my house on that fight. Andrade would beat the brakes off of Terrence Crawford.
I
It won't even be
disagree.
no contest.
I disagree 100%. Skills pays the bills. I don't see that happening.
So I get you think Bud could beat David Benavidez too, huh?
That's a little reach. That's a little reach.
Yeah, Bud would get stopped. That's what would happen.
No. If you don't want to get stopped, you're not gonna get stopped.
No, Bud would get stopped if he fought David Benavidez.
I
He would get
disagree.
stopped.
I disagree.
He would get stopped.
I disagree, Coach Eddie. I don't see him getting stopped versus David.
He would get stopped. If he fought David Morrell, he would
So
get
so
stopped.
so why so
If
why didn't Caleb
if,
Plant get stopped?
if he fought
So
okay,
why
if
didn't Caleb
can
Plant get stopped?
Terrence Crawford beat Bivol?
Coach Eddie, why didn't Caleb Plant get stopped versus David Benavidez?
Because he was surviving. He was holding on.
He was holding on. So you saying Crawford can't do that too?
How old are you, man? How old are you?
I'm in my early 20s.
Okay, that explains a lot then.
What you mean? But listen, coach,
It does, man.
coach,
Trust me.
coach,
It
coach,
does. I'm old enough to be your father, man.
coach. The thing,
I've been boxing longer than you've been living, brother.
yeah, but coach, I know my shit though. Coach, the thing is, I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
my shit, and I make money on this though.
Nah,
Like,
that's cool. Hey, I ain't knocking your hustle, man. I'm just telling you, brother. I'm just telling you.
I bet,
Bi-
coach, this what we could do though. We got fights coming up, right? Since you want to keep doing that, like I don't want to do it like that. But I'm saying, in order, we gonna keep bumping heads. Me and you are gonna bump heads no matter what, because you're gonna think how you think. But I'm the type of guy, I like to put my money where my mouth is. You understand? I got parlays set up right now, weeks in advance, because I know who's gonna win and who's not gonna win.
But most time in boxing, you do know that because the fights of most of the time are mismatches.
No, I'm talking about the competitive fights.
How many
You
competitive fights do you actually get in boxing, though?
you get
Think
a few.
about it.
You get a
That's
few.
exactly. They far and few and in between. Most
I
of the
made
time
I
in
made
boxing, we already know the outcome, true or
I
false.
made some good money off of Usyk versus Fury. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, I pick Usyk to beat
Everybody was
Fury.
talking about size with that one.
Yeah, I pick Usyk to beat Fury.
Oh, so why'd you pick Usyk if Tyson Fury's the bigger man and he has skills too?
Too slow, too big. He's nothing but a big target for Usyk.
All right, let's do Canelo Crawford. Who winning that fight?
Canelo Crawford, that's gonna be an interesting fight. My heart is with Crawford. The money is probably gonna be on Canelo.
You betting Canelo to win the fight?
If he goes, I'm gonna tell you why. Because I don't see Crawford knocking him out, and if it goes to decision, he's not gonna get it.
Why you don't think he's gonna get it if he wins the rounds convincingly? Why he not gonna get it?
He's gonna have to win it convincingly. I mean, very
Bivol.
convincingly.
So how can Bivol get it? A relatively unknown guy, Bivol get it, but Crawford can't get it. Everybody know Crawford.
Do you think Crawford could beat Bivol?
We talking about Crawford and Canelo,
No, I'm
man.
just asking the question. I'm just checking your temperature again.
I mean, we got to see how he does at 68. I know he
Do
could
you
beat
think he
Canelo
could beat Dimitri Bivol right now? If they fought in a month, could he beat him?
right now. Man,
At any time,
I
a
can't
year
bet
from
against.
now.
I'm gonna tell you this. I can't bet against Crawford against anybody. He paid all my bills. I'm not even
So
gonna lie to you.
and this is the level. Not trying to disrespect you or anything, but this is the level of delusion that you're
No, but
having right
listen
now.
though, I'm
No, I'm
telling
serious. You think that a guy who just came from 147 could
right.
beat the undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world, who's much bigger, much stronger, and has the skills? They you not? I mean, I don't. That's fine. If you think Bud is the best thing since sliced cheese,
He is.
hey, you probably think
I've
Bud could beat
never
Usyk. You
I
probably think
never
he could beat Usyk.
no, that's reaching. But I've never seen what I'm trying to say. I've never seen a fighter with that much skills and IQ in
What?
boxing in a long time. Me personally, I can't compare. I can't compare anybody to him.
I ain't trying to change your mind, brother, because that's your hero, so it is what it is, man. You know
You
what I'm
said
saying?
that's your hero. I mean,
No,
he
no, it
just
is, and that's okay. I can remember being
Coach
your
Eddie,
age and having guys that I thought were invincible, but I know better.
Coach Eddie. I ain't gonna lie, he did get me in a boxing though. He did.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with having
I
heroes,
started
man.
boxing because of him. So yeah. So I'm a
Yeah,
rock.
that's your favorite guy. I'm not trying to change your mind. I think Bud is a tremendously skilled fighter, but every man has a limitation. You got to know your limitations,
Well,
everything is about styles.
until I see it, I don't believe it.
Well, you ain't gonna see it because right now Bud is on his way out. I think his last fight is gonna be with Canelo. It's a reason why he jumped over the 154-pound division. That's a risky division. I wouldn't camp out there either if I was on my way out. I would go get the money bag just like he's doing. He's making a smart strategic move. The man is 38, basically going to be 38 years old when he fights Canelo. There's no reason to risk the bag fighting these guys at 154 pounds who are in their 20s and that are hungry and would love to get that
It's a
scalp.
reason if more history's on the line.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's smart. I would not advise Crawford to fight anybody at 154. If you get there and look human, or get there and slip on a banana peel, then the Canelo bag is out the window. So yeah, let's go straight to Canelo, and that way we can have the perception that you automatically, by default, even though you hadn't done it, beats everybody at 54, and you
Right.
beat everybody at 160 just because you beat Canelo. It's like beating Canelo is like inheriting all the Ginzu beans with one shot, and that's not how it really works in boxing. Because I don't think that Canelo, I don't think Crawford can march through 154 or 160 and fight the top guy there and not take a loss.
So who do you see him? Who do you see beating him though?
Well, I think the guy like Jennebeck is too big for him.
He can
See, a lot
outbox
of
him.
times, no, a
You
lot
don't
of
gotta
times
train with him. You
it's a lot of times it's just guys are just too big, man. That's the thing.
coach,
Yeah,
coach,
we like our good fighter, but sometimes the guys are too big for you. The weight class
coach.
is for a reason.
I don't want to cut you off. Yeah, we know weight classes are for a reason, but coach, like, so you don't believe in skills? A guy can outbox
Yes, I believe
somebody
that,
and not get touched.
but out of
He's
ten,
just too slick
but
for you.
Terence Crawford does get hit. That's the problem. He gets hit. Every fighter gets hit. I mean, Terence Crawford. They asked Terence Crawford, said, "Would you fight David Benavidez?" He
Okay,
said,
what
"No." He
about?
said, "He's too." He hold on, wait, listen to me.
Go
Terence
ahead.
Crawford said, "I was on the mouth." He said, "David Benavidez is too big." He said, "I won't fight him." He said, "He's too big."
Right.
That's out of your guy's mouth. So
Yeah, yeah.
he likes the Canelo matchup because the size.
Right,
Canelo is
right.
only 5'7". Five,
Uh-huh.
you know what I'm saying? So he can deal with that. He can't deal with a guy that's coming in 195, 198 pounds. 6'3", throwing all kind of punches, and you can't keep him off of you. Terence Crawford don't have enough power to keep David off of him. He can't. Terence Crawford cannot do anything that would discourage David Benavidez from raining down punches on his head. He can't. That's why he would go nowhere near that fight, because he knows what the outcome going to be. He ain't no fool. You
It's
know what I'm
not
saying?
it's not just that, coach. Is like he's a guy who likes to fight too. But if he truly was just had like a Shakur boxing mind where, hey, listen, I know this guy's bigger than me. He has the physical attributes and the ability to do that is what I'm trying to tell you.
Against
He
who?
against David, if he really fought
Man,
David,
the man, look, I know that's
coach,
your guy, but your guy, just listen to me, hear me out.
I'm
Your
listening.
guy, out of his own mouth, Terence Crawford said verbatim that David, they asked him, would you fight David Benavidez? He said, no, David is too big. That's what the man said out of his mouth. If he knows it's too big, what's so hard with you admitting that, hey, Terence Crawford knows the man too big? Why don't you know the man's too big? Terence Crawford don't want to fight that guy. It's too much of a stretch. The dude is too big, man.
Yeah,
And
but
that's not a knock on him. The man is 6'2", 6'3", 100 freaking cruiserweight. Terence Crawford just now hit the 154-pound division. He's too small. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, brother. The man too small, brother.
yeah, I'm not. Listen, I don't want to go against what you're saying, but I'm saying me watching boxing and knowing what a guy is capable of doing. Like I don't have to hurt you to beat you. Like I don't have to hurt you to beat you. If you can't keep up with me skills for skills, I'm gonna outbox you. I watch this shit happen every single day in the gyms at Philly. Little
You are
guys,
100%. You are
little
100% wrong on this, young
no,
man.
listen to me for a second. Little guys toying with big guys, bigger guys, way bigger than them. I seen little guys toy with heavyweights in my gym. Really, really skillful little guys. Because the heavyweights can't get to him. Why you think Canelo decided to go up there? Because them guys can't get to him. He's the faster man. He got faster hands. I mean, them bigger guys can't do nothing with Canelo. Plus, he got a nice little chin too. So they can't really do nothing with him. He's having his way because his
You know
skill.
what? And that's fine. You're an interesting specimen, and that's cool. Hey, if you believe Bud can beat Benavidez, I'm not gonna try to convince you that that's your hero. He can do whatever. But I'm telling you right now, if that fight ever would have happened, I bet you any amount of money you want. I'll empty out
And
my
I'll
life savings, and I'll
coach,
bet you. And I'm
Coach
telling you what
Eddie,
the outcome gonna be. The man gonna
Coach,
get stopped.
Coach Eddie, I'll take that bet any day of the week.
Me too. And I bet you any amount of money that you want, the man is going to get stopped.
And
The man, the man is going to get stopped.
that day we gonna get an outcome. We gonna know what's gonna really happen.
But I know that fight ain't gonna never happen because Terrence Crawford said he don't want that fight. He said he don't want to fight David. Said
I
David's too
mean, but
big.
David going north though. He ain't coming back. He ain't coming back south. He up north
Nah,
now.
that fight will never happen. Like I say, Terrence is gonna fight Canelo and ride off into the sunset.
Yeah,
Because like I said, one thing about it, Father Time is undefeated. If you hang around long enough, you're gonna get beat.
yeah. I agree. I agree with that part. You will
Yeah.
slow down at some point.
And quiet as kept, I'm gonna keep it 100. Terrence Crawford is not in his prime anymore. He's not. He's on the tail
I don't
end.
think he is either. I ain't gonna lie. I don't
You
think
can
he
see
is.
it. You can see that he slowed down. I can see it. He's not as fast as he used to be. He don't use his legs like he used to. His reflexes are starting to fade because now he's getting hit with punches that he wouldn't get hit with, and he's getting hit flush. He's getting hit clean. That's when you know a fighter's getting older. You know, I fought as an older fighter. I know you the
Hold
first
on.
one to know when
Did
the
you
time.
fight? Did you fight professional or no?
Yeah, I fought pro. Yeah, I had a bunch of amateur fights. Had 3 pro fights. I won all 3 of them, and then I slipped on out the back door. I just wanted to get it off my bucket list. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I wasn't trying to pursue no championship or nothing. You know, I turned professional. I was like 33 when I had my first pro fight, man.
Oh wow.
Yes, I just wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
It,
that's the mindset I was in too. I ain't gonna lie, cause I didn't want. I don't want to be famous. I don't know. I don't like fame for some reason.
but yeah, like
If I could just make all the money in the world, I'll make the money without the fame. I want to be able to go to my local grocery store where everybody want to storm me and shit like that.
yeah, that's cool, man. But like I say, at the end of the day, man, you know, boxing I think is at a good place. I want to see. I got. What do you think gonna happen with the Devin Haney Ryan Garcia rematch?
That's I ain't gonna lie. That's a tough one to call. I think Devin loses again if he fights the same way he fought. But if he just sticks to boxing like he's been doing and he don't feel like he's gonna go in there and knock out Ryan, because in the first fight he kept saying he was gonna make Ryan quit, and I was confused. Do you remember him saying that? He kept saying, "I'm gonna go in there and make you quit. You're a quitter." I'm like, just because Gervonta Davis made him quit, don't mean you gonna do it. If you go in there and try to make this guy quit, you're gonna get clipped, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, he kind of messed up. You know, ran into some punches that he shouldn't have ran into.
Yeah, he should have
I
just
think
stayed on the outside, right?
yeah,
That's what
he
you're
got
good at.
away from it. He got away from his footwork that he used to do back in the
Exactly.
day, man. Which
And
when
that
he
was
was
his
with
coach. That was his problem. His mindset going into that fight. He let Ryan mentally mess with his mindset. Mindset is important in this sport.
I think he needed Preach. I don't know if Preach is still sick. The dude, his hype man that he used to have, man.
Oh yeah, yo, I used to love him, yo. What happened to him?
I don't know, man. But see, sometimes your hype man. See, that's where Ali. He always had Bundini. Bundini kept him in rhythm. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, he need Bull back. He need him back ASAP.
Yeah, to keep the man in rhythm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
that's motivation though. That's really motivation.
yeah, because Devin is a rhythm fighter, man.
He is,
He
he is.
fights off a rhythm. If you let him get in the rhythm, he gonna get you. But
Yeah, he gonna run away with it.
his rhythm starts with his feet. That's where the reach. And that's what he got away from. He became more of a flat-footed
Stationary.
fighter.
Yeah, he became more stationary, flat footed, and he played right into Ryan's trap.
Yep. Now
Yeah,
I think Barbosa.
I didn't like his approach on that fight. It pissed me off.
I think this time I think he's gonna make the adjustments. Now I know he got a tough fight ahead of him. You know what I'm saying. So you got to make sure you get past, take care of business. But me, I think Rolly has a chance to clip Ryan, man. I've been watching Rolly do some training. He looked like he's getting better, man. You know,
Yeah,
so
you think so?
you never know, man. Like I say, I always kind of pull for the underdog sometimes. You know what I'm saying? This cause I think upsets, you know, they shake up boxing. You know, they
They
brings
do, they do.
everybody back
They
to
make it.
reality.
Yeah, they make it. They humble certain fighters that are on the high.
Like when Tank fought Roach, I ain't even gonna
Yeah,
lie, brother. I'm watching the fight at the crib, right on the edge of my bed, right. I'm looking at the fight, man,
Uh-huh.
and I said, man, at the end of the fight when that bell rung, I said out loud, I said, Rose, you won the fight, but they ain't gonna get to you. That's what
Oh
exactly what I
shit,
said,
you really
man.
said that?
Yeah,
Oh
I
wow,
said
that's crazy.
I said that I know he won the fight, even when Bivol, like when Bivol fought Canelo, I was kind of skeptical on that. I said, man, they might.
He
I
wasn't
said they
gonna
might
fit.
finna rob you, bro.
Yeah, I would have thought the same with Bivol and Canelo, but not. I don't know about Tank and that one. Well, yeah, Tank he up there with Canelo a little bit.
Oh shit! Me personally, I thought Roach, man. I thought Roach beat him clearly to me, in my
I
opinion, man.
Yeah, I thought so too. I ain't gonna lie, I thought so too.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I kept waiting for Tank, to get off, right? But then I seen he wasn't getting off. I was like, dang, man, Roach got a good game plan. And then he was, sitting in the pocket, but he was shooting them little sharp counters, the accurate punches. You know what I'm saying? And he was catching Tank, and I
Yeah, he
seen Tank
was.
didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? I seen Tank didn't like them shots, man.
He
And I
was
said, man,
landing the more. Yeah, he was landing
yeah.
the more eye catching punches.
Yep, and sometimes it seemed like Tank was like, I ain't gonna say scared, but he was like real cautious. You know what I'm saying? Like he knew something,
Was
about
coming
Lamont.
back. Sam was coming back.
Yeah, he knew something. You know what I'm saying? And even with Coach Calvin and all them guys, man, they was kind of looking kind of a certain way in the corner.
Yeah,
Like they ain't really like how things was playing out. You know what I'm saying?
they wasn't in sync. Yeah, he got too. My thing is he got too many people in his corner right now. He need to go back to the old. Just him and Calvin.
Now I'm gonna tell you what done happened to Tank, man, and it happened to a lot of fighters, man.
What's
And I
gonna
heard
happen?
Sugar Ray Leonard said the same thing. Tank done got civilized, man.
Oh yeah, he
You,
lost his hunger. You think?
well, yeah, you heard that in the Rocky movie, in Rocky 3, when Mickey was like, the worst thing happened to a fighter when you get civilized. See, Tank got a lot to lose now.
Yeah,
He thinking about his reputation. He worried about what the people gonna say if he lose. He don't want to
yeah,
be a meme, all this stuff. He worried about this stuff. So now
yeah,
he's not willing to. It's more like Tank ain't fighting to win no more. He's like fighting not to lose. If that makes sense. Like same
yeah.
thing
It
like what
makes sense.
Floyd started
I
doing.
understand exactly what you're saying. It makes sense.
Yeah. So I think Tank he kind of fighting not to lose because he feel like, cause you know how it is. If Tank would have lost that fight, man, he would have got ridiculed just
Oh
like
yeah.
everybody else, man.
I mean, he kind of still got it, even though he still didn't lose it. But
Yeah, he took that knee, man. That's what messed him up, man. Everybody making fun of him, man.
yeah, and no, it's not just the knee; it's the excuse, coach.
Yeah,
Greasing my eye, though. Come on now.
yeah, that was weak, brother.
He said it was grease for my hair. Like, come on, bro. You should have kept that to yourself.
Yeah, he shouldn't have said that, man. I don't understand it, man. It was so messed up. The game, like that, the dude took a knee, right, and it was crazy. The people was out here like trying to actually defend it, man. I said, man, the man took a voluntary knee. What are
Yeah,
you talking about? That should have been a score to knockdown. Like that man, Lamont Roach, he
or
got cheated that night.
disqualified.
You know what I'm saying?
You could have got disqualified for that, for real, for real.
Yeah, he got cheated that night. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, man. And then Tank was like, if you overthrow the decision, I'm not gonna come back to New York City. So now he flexing his muscle. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Hey, rule in my favor or I ain't gonna give you no more money. You know what I'm saying? Boxing is crazy, bro.
Yeah, that is crazy. That is crazy. How you think the rematch gonna go though?
Man,
It's
bro,
tricky, huh?
I think it's gonna be interesting, man. I think I think Roach might have his number, man. 'Cause it seems like
Uh,
Roach probably gonna have more confidence the second go around, and
yeah,
he
but
knows
but
this time he gonna have to stop Tank to win. You know what I mean, or knock him down at least.
yeah, but the thing with that is right. I've been seeing Roach. The only problem that I have with that fight right now, I've been seeing a lot of interviews from Roach, and instead of being a little humble still, he's being overconfident now. I mean,
Yeah,
it's cool to be confident, but you still gotta remember that man Tank got that equalizer. You can't go in there and be overconfident, be like, yo, I survived for 12 rounds last time. I could do it again. And then boom, you get clipped. And you're
but the
like,
thing
damn,
about it, he did more than survive. He didn't just come in. That man actually won the fight. So you got to have confidence. It's just like when Tarver fought Roy Jones that time, the first time they fought, right? They gave it to Roy. But
Okay.
Tarver had the confidence in his mind. I already beat this guy already. So this time I just got to go out there and make sure I knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can get knocked out, bro. Anybody.
Okay.
You get caught the wrong way. Just don't see the punch coming.
Have you been
And
watching his interviews though? I don't want to cut you off, but have you been watching? He's been on a world tour.
yeah, that's good though. That's good. I mean, he building his profile, man. That's good for the promotion of the next fight. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? That's all. It's all doing is making the second fight bigger. So
Yeah, cause
to me,
I've
like I
been
say,
watching.
it's promotion. It's free promotion.
Yeah, it is. 'Cause I've been watching all of his interviews and he been talking crazy.
Nah, he doing the right thing, man. I be doing the
I know.
same thing,
I
man.
know Tank is watching that like, yo, I'm gonna hurt this guy.
Yeah, yeah. But Tank, like I say, Tank can still have the mindset. Think about it like this, man. I don't know if you ever fought a fight that
Right,
you got the win, right? But in
right,
your
right.
heart, you really know you lost.
Yeah, you really
You
know
know,
you lost.
yeah. Like I fought this guy from South Africa one time, right, in the amateurs, right,
Uh-huh.
and I felt like I got the win. I mean, I felt like I lost, but they gave me the win.
Gave it to you.
Yeah, I felt like that, but I felt like I lost the fight though. But they still they still raised my hand.
All
You
right,
know
let me
what I'm
ask you
saying? So
this though. Was you able to watch the fight back and look at it? Or no?
yeah, I seen the fight, and I guess sometimes the reason why I felt like I lost, when
Uh-huh.
I went back and looked at it, I did win the fight 2-1, but I
Oh,
felt like
okay.
I lost because I got tired in the last round, and
You ain't do
he was
everything
still
you wanted to do.
yeah, but I ran out of gas in the last round. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
okay.
the dude started picking it up on me. You know what I'm saying?
Got
So
you,
so
got
it
you.
made me feel like I lost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I know. Yo, we all get that feeling as fighters where we ain't do that much, but we not gonna show it in the ring though. Cause
Right, right.
if you show that, then people gonna look at you funny. Like, why you over here telling the world you feel like you lost?
Oh no, I didn't say it, but in my mind, I was like, man, I ran out of gas. And the dude started picking it up on me. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for
'Cause
sure.
you can tell when you get tired in the ring. You know what I mean? You like, dang man, I
Uh-huh.
gotta when the goddamn bell gonna ring. You know what I'm saying?
and
Yeah,
it's only 2 minute rounds.
yeah, it was one of them deals, man. Actually, I was fighting open class then, so it was 3 minute round.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, it was one of them deals, man. But I think Tank in his mind, he know that he probably felt like he lost the fight, man.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
he know. But you know what's
and
crazy?
even
You know what's crazy? Lamont Roche said Tank told him in his ear in the ring that they're not gonna give it to you.
exactly. So Tank already knew what time it was. Tank already let the man know, that he felt like he came up short. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
It's,
Yo,
and,
that's
he, and
crazy.
basically Tank was just rubbing it in his face, like, yeah, you beat me, but they ain't gonna give it to you. So Tank was really letting him know that he won the fight in so many words. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Tank knew he lost the fight. Like even with my fighters, man, I used to
Uh-huh.
have this one fighter, right? Every time he lost, he always somebody got robbed. I said,
Oh
hey, look
man,
here,
that's
man.
crazy.
I said, man, how you gonna get robbed in the amateurs, man? I said, every time you lose, you didn't get robbed. I said, no, man, you didn't throw enough. You didn't throw enough punches, man. That's why you lost the fight.
He
You
wasn't
didn't get
angry.
robbed. You got outworked, man.
Yo, that's crazy. Some people mindset is like that. I don't know. It's like a comfort thing to make themselves feel a little bit better
Yeah,
about their
man.
bad performance.
Nah, I ain't sugarcoating nothing to my fighters, man. If they lose, I'm be
Yeah,
like, man, you lost, bro. I'm gonna tell
you
them they
lost that
lost,
game,
man.
right? You lost.
You know,
That's what's up. You're
or
not a yes man. You keep it real with them.
yeah, or be like, oh, you barely squeaked that one out. Like I had my other kid, he fought the national, right?
Uh
He
huh.
won, right?
Yeah.
But he barely won. I said, you barely squeaked that out, man. I said, you need to stop smoking that weed, brother. You keep smoking that stuff. That's why you keep getting tired, man. You know what I'm saying? And when we kind of fell out for a little bit. I'm like, man,
Cause cause
you
you told
wasting
him
my
that he didn't
time,
like
man. You know what I'm saying?
coach. He didn't like that you told him that to his face. He didn't like that.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I mean, if you do that, you're always gonna have an excuse. Oh, I
Right.
lost because I smoking weed. Well, let's
Yep.
eliminate that. You see what I'm saying? Let's stop smoking. Let's go in and put our best foot forward.
Exactly.
So you don't have no excuses. If you lose a fight, it was just the better man won. It
The
can't.
better,
We don't
yeah,
want no excuses. I want you to be in shape. I want you to be living a clean life. Do everything that we need to do. That way, that's gonna put us the highest percentage to win the fight.
yeah, that,
If
yeah,
some, yeah, and if somebody beat us, then it's he was the better man that day. We just gotta go back to the drawing board. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about, man.
let me ask you this, Coach. How high do you rate Ennis, and where do you think his ceiling is? What weight class you think he could go up to
Woo,
and conquer? Just from the eye test,
probably
from what you've seen so far.
based off the landscape, I think the 160-pound division is easier than the 154-pound division
Uh,
at this
yeah,
at this particular time. Now you remember how guys in the amateurs, right? They used to go up and
yeah,
wait to avoid a fighter. You see what
yep.
I'm saying? So sometimes I think the 154-pound division is probably the toughest division
It
in
is. It is.
boxing right now.
It is. They some killers up there.
It's a tough division. So that's why Boots, if he stays at one, I don't know, but he's like to me, he's big, man.
He is a big boy.
He's big. So if he move up at 50, 54, he's gonna have to show us some different tools. Like one thing I don't really like about Boots, I'm gonna tell you, like to me, sometimes the
The
only knock I'm gonna
showboating.
give him,
The showboating,
it,
right?
he be playing too much in the ring, man.
Yeah, the
I'm like, bro, you
showboating.
playing too much, man.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm not
Like
saying I don't like it. I think it's an unnecessary risk, man.
it is. It is.
You know, cause you remember a dude named Nate Campbell. You ever heard of that dude?
Nate Campbell. Not. It's
It's
not.
probably, he
It's not.
probably before your time. But look, it was this dude named Nate Campbell. You gotta look him up. The dude
Okay,
Nate Campbell,
look
he
him
had to
up. I'm
fight
gonna look
one.
him up.
Yo, he had to fight one, right? He winning the fight, and he started showboating. He put his hands down, right? The dude clipped him and knocked him out like in the last round.
Really?
You know, same thing with Lennox Lewis when he was fighting. He was
Hold
fighting
on. The
somebody.
last round.
Yeah, I think like the last round. It was like close to the end of the fight. Nate had to fight one, and he was showboating, and he watched like he got clipped. Trying
Mm.
to show off for the crowd, put his hands down, stuff like that. And dude hit him and knocked him out, man.
Wow. Last round. See, that's crazy. Yeah, that's
And that
crazy.
and then
Look.
Booth,
Look.
that's what I be saying. Booth be taking like an unnecessary risk, man. I
Look
like,
at Ben
man,
Whitaker. Look what happened to Ben Whitaker.
yep. Lennox Lewis, he was showboating when he got knocked out by Hakeem Rockman or was it Oliver? It might have been somebody. He was showboating. He was on the ring rope. He was like showboating, going side to side, and then dude throw the overhand and clipped him and knocked him out, man.
Yeah, that happened with Fury and Usyk too. He got clipped.
Trying to showboat, man. So you got to be careful when you trying to showboat all the time.
Yeah, you gotta just be locked in, man.
But I think the tough fight
For
for
Ennis.
Booth at 154 probably gonna be that Virgil Ortiz fight, man.
Yeah, yeah, that's a tough fight.
But like I say sometimes like it's like drawing. I think another thing that he throw all these punches like hard sometimes. So you make the guys cover up. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Sometimes you got to sneak the punches in. You know what I mean? 'Cause like that dude, who he fought, Stanley Onis, he just had the high guard up the whole time. So it
yeah,
was hard. But he finally broke through. But sometimes I think Boots got that reputation that make guys want to shell up.
yeah.
So it's
Cause he
hard. It's
throw them,
hard to knock it out.
he throw them joints too fast and too hard.
Yeah, to make a dude shell up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they like this thing coming 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, just gonna stay in that shell, man. So he got to learn how to relax a little bit and just try to look for the openings because it's hard to knock a guy out when he ain't letting his hands go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. You gotta pick them shots.
You know, yeah, he did good though. But
Yeah,
at
yeah.
the end of the day, it is what it is, man. I want to see. What
So
do
let me
you
ask
want
you
to
this
see?
though, Coach. I don't want to
Yeah,
cut you off. You think he did good because of the rehydration or no?
I'm pretty sure it helped him. Yeah,
Huh?
it helped him. It helped him.
Yeah, it definitely did because he was fresh.
Yeah, it helped him good, man.
He had his
Um,
legs. He had his. We like, yo, Boots got his legs back.
yeah, cause Stanley Arnold was like kind of tailor made for Boots, because Boots was just walking him into punches, man. Just backing up and then just letting Stanley Arnold just run into the shots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was a good performance, man. At the end of the day, I want to see the Brian Norman Boots fight. I think that could be a good fight.
You think Boots stopping? I think it goes 12 though.
I think that's a good fight, man. I think to me that's kind of like I ain't gonna say 50-50, maybe like a 52-48. I think it's a close fight, 55-45 fight, something like that. I know,
Yeah,
I know Brian Norman. I
I
think
think it
Brian
goes
Norman
the
might be the
distance
harder.
though.
He
I
the
think it
harder
goes the
puncher, I
distance.
think.
Everybody's saying Norman's gonna get stopped. I don't see it.
He's a tough kid, man.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
tough. Not on that, he can punch too. He's a good puncher. He got a little thump. You know what I'm saying? He got some punching power, man. So
Yeah,
see, both guys have gotten better. I remember when Brian Norman was fighting on Showbox. He used to get hit a lot, man. Brian did, man. Now like
yeah.
he came into the
Earlier on, he
yeah.
wasn't looking too good.
No, he came to the gym, right? And I
Uh-huh.
said, and I talked to him. I said, hey man, I said you need to get the job done a lot cleaner than what you getting the job done. Yeah, you
Mm,
getting the job done, but you getting hit too much. He said, yeah, you right, man. I said, yeah, you gotta clean that up, man. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? So he been looking better as of lately. You know what I mean? Trying to get his defense together. You know what I'm saying? Taking too many
right.
unnecessary shots. That's one thing about Brian. Even with the Santion fight, he took some punches in that fight because they were fighting in the phone booth. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that he gonna have to work on. Both guys actually, man. But I would like to see Brian fight Teofimo Lopez. I think Brian stops him, and I would like to see
Really?
Boots fight. Yeah, I think Brian stopped Teo.
I don't know. I don't see it. Me personally, I don't see it. I'm gonna tell you why I don't see it. Cause Tail got some really good footwork, and it's gonna take a special fighter to stop Tail, in my opinion. Cause he could get out of trouble. He could get out of trouble. He got some good footwork. He knows how to clinch. I think that fight goes 12. Honestly, me personally. But everybody got their own opinion, coach.
Yeah, who up on the panel, man? Somebody else
This my
popped up
guy
on the panel.
Michael.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Michael, salute. You want to say something?
Salute, salute, no credit. All is well with you and the family, good bro.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
To the
salute to
coach.
Coach Eddie as well. Salute, my good brother.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
I'm doing well. How you doing today?
We did here talking some boxing, man. I got talking to this young man right here. That man think Bud is dodging bullets with his catching bullets with his teeth. Catching bullets with his teeth. He go, please.
That's exactly what he doing.
Yeah, for sure,
Hey,
for
yeah.
sure.
Go ahead, Michael. We want to say something to that.
Oh yeah, well Bud is a high class fighter. You really can't take nothing away from him. But it's not really a lot of fights left out there for him. That's why he chose to take the Canelo fight. He would have had the Charlo fight, but Charlo stepped on his toes and went up there for the paycheck. So that's how all that trickles down. But like him fighting David Benavidez, that shouldn't even be a conversation. We shouldn't even we shouldn't even be talking about that, because if you really look at it, Canelo Alvarez, he's not a light heavyweight. He's a 154 pounder naturally.
Yeah, I agree. He shouldn't.
So
He shouldn't even be at 160, let alone 68. He should be at
no,
54.
no, but listen, he only went up in weight. He only went up in weight because to be undisputed at 175, he only went up there because Benavidez lost his belt on the scale.
68, you mean?
Yeah, 68. So
Right,
he only went up there because Benavidez lost his belt on the scale.
right.
He the one that should be fighting David Benavidez, to be honest with you, not Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, I
So
agree with that.
everybody looking at what people, most people when they look at boxing, they say you only good as your last fight. So as them looking at Terrence Crawford when he fought Majimov, Majimov was a really like jerky opponent, and Majimov in that fight, he just wanted to survive. He wasn't coming to beat Terrence Crawford. So when you have a fighter with that mindset, it's kind of hard to knock him out. And if you go back and watch the fight, every time they got in the trenches where they got in close, the fighting on the inside, Majimov would clinch.
And you're the bigger man. Michael? That's what I was saying. That was my problem with that fight. You're the bigger man. Why are you holding a little guy? You
Exactly.
supposed you supposed to want to dominate him on the inside.
Now, remember when Terrence Crawford, when he first came to welterweight and he fought Jeff Horn came to win, to
Right.
beat Terrence Crawford.
He
So
did.
you saw the outcome, right?
We did.
Mm-hmm. So Majimov had a totally different mindset.
Just to
He was just
survive.
coming to, he was just coming to go to 12 rounds. He wasn't coming to beat Terrence Crawford.
He wanted his moral victory. I didn't get knocked out.
I
Exactly.
think what I seen in that fight, not to cut you off, what I seen in that fight, it seemed like Madrimov was trying this one shot Crawford. He was hoping that he hit him with a big enough shot that got him hurt. Because he did land some clean punches on Crawford, but they were far and few in between. He started landing right hands on Crawford's chin, but Crawford was able to take the punch. I think he was banking on, I know I can't outbox Crawford. I know I can't outskill him, but if I can catch him. And that's really the only thing you could do when a guy got more skills and you got more craft. You just feel like if I can catch him, then I can finish him. That's really the only chance you got to win. They call it a puncher's chance.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
I
Because
like I
one
like that
chance.
approach too, though. You made a great point right there, Coach. Because you go in there like, yo, I know I can't do nothing to beat this guy, but if I could just hit him with one clean shot, maybe I could hurt him. I got a possibility of winning this fight. So he was probably just looking for that one good shot. That's a good point.
Yeah, because that's any one punch can change a fight. So he probably had the mindset of probably looking at the Gamboa fight and the Kavalauskas fight, the Mean Machine, because those are two fights that Terrence Crawford he took a pretty good punch in those two
Got it.
fights.
Salute everybody. I got a question though. And Coach,
Carlos, salute, Carlos.
what's
So
up, bud?
salute,
What's up, baby?
salute.
What's going on, gentlemen? Hey, Coach, can you agree with me or disagree with me on this though? But if you come into a fight with the mentality of looking for the knockout, you're really not going to get it, right?
Well, it depends. It depends. If you are a knockout puncher and that's what you do,
Hmm.
more than likely you're gonna get it because that's what you do. You knock people out. You know what I'm saying? Like with Gerald McCullough and the Hawk, Julian Williams,
Hmm.
those guys came looking for the knockout, and most of the time that's what they got. They came with like Deontay Wilder. He came looking for the knockout, and that's what he got. He started messing up when he started trying to box. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it depends on the guy. Now, if you can't punch and you're looking for a knockout, like
right.
with Devin Haney was trying to knock Ryan Garcia out, that was a bad game plan, man.
And going back to what we were talking about earlier when we were talking about Nate Campbell. Nate Campbell came up around when Tim Bradley was in his prime, around 130, 135. It was a good division when he fought them guys. Hey, Coach, what were the two twin brothers from DC that fought in that division?
Peterson brothers.
The Peterson brothers, and you had the brother from Jersey too. Um, he always used to
To
wear the
my
red. Used to always
Kendall
wear
Holt.
Kendall
Was it
Hope.
Kendall Holt?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kendall Hope. It was a
Kendall
solid
Holt.
division.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he flipped Tim Bradley. Kendall Holt did.
yeah.
They used to
And
call him
that,
X-rated
yeah.
Kendall Holt.
And what happened in that Nate Campbell fight was he was beating the guy up. And what happened was he got into the guy's chest, put his hands down, and it was probably like the last 30 seconds of the fight. And the dude caught him with a hook and and knocked him out. That's what happened
Trying to
with Nick Campbell
shine.
that fight too. Yeah.
Yep,
But
he trying to show off.
Canelo and Bud, to be honest with you, I'm glad it's happening as a boxing fan. But this fight, honestly, agreeing with Michael, it should never be happening. He should have either fought Benavidez already, or he should be on his way to fighting Benavidez. And don't know who or Bud's gonna fight or take on, but it shouldn't be Canelo and Bud. I ain't mad at neither one guy. Though, get your bag though. Shoot. But it should be Canelo and Benavidez fighting.
Yeah, that dude Canelo, man, that dude don't went out of control, man. That dude just be fighting whoever he want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Be making excuses for not to fight this guy, but then he turn around and fight a guy like Edgar Berlanga. You know, fight that dude, Jaime Munguia, talking about making excuses. Oh, David ain't done that, so David don't bring nothing to the table. But then he turn around and fight this guy. What you think about William
Mhm.
Skull? You think William Skull got a chance for the upset?
Hell no.
Man, I don't like Canelo, man. I want to see him lose,
Me
man.
neither. Me neither.
I like when he lose, man. He
Hey,
don't
yo,
lose
I
he
that.
don't
said
I
I
don't
like
I
when he
don't hate
lose.
him. I don't hate him as like you know how you have people you hate their personalities. I think Canelo seems like a chill dude. Like
Yeah, yeah, he
he
seemed like a
he's in
likable
the box,
guy.
like he's a
Yes,
business guy, right? Like he don't seem like a bad person. I'm just talking about the moves that he make.
the
And he know
moves.
what he's
That's what we
doing.
don't like, and that's what people don't understand. We don't like the moves he's making. We
hmm
like him as a person.
hmm He's a character guy. It's like you don't hear nothing about him other than that. You know, the only real controversy he had was I mean, it was that steroid shit with the meat, but other than that, you don't hear nothing about Canelo.
But Canelo be ducking. He be ducking smoke though, man. I remember he was
That's
supposed to fight Demetrius Andrade, man. He ducked the smoke, man. And
hmm
that's one reason I don't like him, Canelo. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because he put a stigma on this guy just because his star power. When he's called Demetrius Andrade a horrible fighter, like you fight with nobody, you're a horrible fighter. Don't you know that jacket stuck on him, and it's still
hmm
stuck on him to this day? And he's the only loss that he got is to a guy by the name of David Benavidez, a guy that Canelo won't touch with a 10-foot pole. So people are automatically going to dismiss this man's whole career just cause you fight to David Benavidez, and David Benavidez beats everybody he fights. So
he knows the same thing.
how's that fair? That ain't even fair, man.
Canelo knows the same thing will happen to him that happened with Bivol.
Yeah,
Maybe even worse with Benavidez because his hands are faster.
he's too and Canelo's too small. I think
Yeah.
Benavidez be raining down punches on him, man. And
It's like you can
that's
see
one thing that Canelo don't like. He don't like activity, and he don't like
Mhm.
guys that move. That move
Oh
when they
yeah.
use their legs.
Yeah. Slick guys. You don't like
Yeah.
slick guys. Yeah. And those guys are just naturally bigger, dude. They're just natural 168 pounders like Bivol and this guy, Benavidez. Like, and I also don't understand. I can understand that Canelo's been in that division for a while, but it's like he came from 140. So it's not like he's naturally a 168 guy. So it's not like he's that much bigger to me than Bud is. Bud walks around at 170 out the ring. So it's like, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a good fight, but I think Bud gonna give him that work. Once Bud figure him out in the first, second round, it's a
Well,
wrap.
I hope that Buzz win because that's who I want to win. 'Cause I don't like Canelo. I want Buzz to do his thing, clean him up. You know what I'm saying? But this is the only thing that I'm gonna see that I really worried about in this fight, man. Canelo has a way of disarming guys. For one, he makes you punch when you don't want to punch, like by simply coming forward, just applying pressure like that. And a lot of times when you're punching, just trying to punch a guy off of you, it wears you off. It wears you out. So that's one thing I'm worried about Crawford punching himself out by Canelo just simply coming forward and making him
I don't
fight
see
when he
that.
doesn't necessarily want to
I
fight.
don't see that happening. I don't see. I think once in a blue it might happen, but I don't really see it happen. I really because I think Bud. I think Bud is stronger than Canelo. I think people forget about how strong Bud is, so I think he's going to be able to just get up on him, and I think he's a master of leverage and distance. So I think he's gonna figure something out. He's gonna figure something out.
That little short dude strong, man. Canelo, I ain't gonna front, bro. That man built like a tree trunk, man. That
He
man
is.
strong, brother. You know what I'm saying? And he got a high guard. See, one thing about Canelo, I
Mhm.
gotta give him credit. I don't like the dude at all, man, but I'm gonna call a spade a spade. The dude got a good solid defense because he don't really get hit with combinations. Canelo don't get hit with combos. You know, if you really keep it
Dope.
100, he don't get hit with combination. And what he does also, he's a good sharp counter puncher. So he makes the other guy throw the punches not at full steam. Like because if you overcommit with Canelo, he's gonna kill you, man. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of guys they throw punches, but they're not throwing them at full power. Like Bivol, when he fought Canelo, he didn't throw punches at full power. He just tap 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 because if you miss, he's gonna make you pay, man. And I think Crawford's gonna have to be leery of that body attack, man. Like he can't afford to
Oh
get
yeah,
hit with the same punches that Madrimov hit Crawford with. He can't afford to get hit with those same punches by Canelo.
true,
It's gonna
true.
change. It's gonna change tonight if he get hit solid clean by Canelo. So
I do
he's
want to
gonna
see
have
what his game plan is though, because I want to see when he's going to switch, if he's going to switch, if he's going to stay southpaw, if he's going to stay orthodox. I definitely want to see that chess match there too, on what Bud is going to do. You know what I mean?
and it's motivation too. It's another thing a lot of people don't take into account. Or it's motivation. I think Canelo is going to be highly motivated for this fight because he got his whole country behind him. See, but one thing about it, we stopped doing this over here in America. We stopped getting behind our fighters. So you're going to have actually other black people who want to see Bud lose this fight. I'm dead serious. They're going because they don't like Bud. They don't like what Bud did to Errol Spence. They want him to lose.
There's a lot of
You know what I'm
black
saying?
folk. There's a lot of black folk that don't want to see Bud win.
That's what I'm saying. See, all the Mexican people want to see Canelo win. All of them do, 99%. So that man coming in like, man, I got my whole country behind me. I'm highly motivated. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a hard, man. I want Bud to win, but I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be an uphill battle, man. Because the man already down 4 points. It's already 4-0 before the bell even ring. So he got to
Yeah,
dig
that's
himself
true.
out of hole already.
That's true.
Even think about getting a decision, and it's highly unlikely that Crawford has enough power to stop Canelo.
He has to.
So
He has to really.
it's going to decision.
Yeah, he has to really dominate the fight. Like he has to really take it away from Canelo, where it's like, yeah, it'll just we can't make it any closer. Like he dominated the whole fight. Like
Yeah,
that's
I
it.
mean, look,
we need a Mayweather performance again.
and
Mhm.
shit, they caught one judge had it a draw on Mayweather. You
Oh
know,
yeah,
Hey,
so
yo,
that's
yeah,
what I'm
that
saying.
was
that
crazy.
was
That
it.
was crazy.
Yeah, that
That
shit
was
was crazy. That
And
was
that
crazy. And I'm
motherfucker,
not the biggest Floyd fan, but I knew he was gonna school that kid. They hyped the shit out of Canelo at that time. It's like, dude, he's still green compared to Floyd at that time. Of like, look at him now compared to what he was. It's like all his fights were basically in Mexico. Then he fought a couple dudes, and then they get. I mean, Floyd was very smart at his business moves. He knew exactly what to do. I give Floyd that, and he could back it up in the ring. So, I mean, but there's few boxers that can actually say they made that much money in the ring as they were active and going and coming up. So, Canelo's another one. So it's like going back to what you were saying earlier, Coach, where you were talking about the people he picked. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, he's got so much money, it's like, and so much power. It's like, I'll just fight this guy because they're gonna cheer for me anyway. You feel what I'm saying? They're gonna come watch me anyway. So it's definitely it
see,
definitely plays into the ego.
yeah, he got a real fan base, man. They're gonna rock with him no matter. He could fight me, he gonna sell out. You know, and I'm a
yeah, he
nobody in
can fight
boxing. You
me
know
and
what I'm
sell
saying?
out.
You like who
We
he
go
fight
like, who
these
the hell
old
is
guys?
Coach Eddie? They're like, well, shit, I'm watching pay-per-view, 99.99.
Yeah,
That's
hey,
how.
but at the press conference, gonna be lit though, brother.
That's how Tank.
I'm
You
That's
gonna
talking
how
talk
Tank
crazy.
you gonna
fans
talk
are
some
right
major
now.
cash at the press conference, Coach.
You better believe it.
I'm gonna knock
That's
your
how.
ass out, boy.
That's how Javante fans are. Javante fans are going down that same route.
Javante
Speaking.
fans are just Arrow fans are transplanted. They just going to the next guy who they feel that's undefeated.
Yeah, but see, they started booing Tank Davis at the end of the fight, man, because they felt like he lost, man. You know what I'm saying? They booed him, and Tank was like,
That
"What y'all
motherfucker
booing
said,
me
my
for,
brain,
man?"
my brain hit me about the jail. The jail. They was like, boo.
Yeah,
It's like, damn, I can't even just got my hair done. That shit was funny as hell.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Just got my hair done. His eye
Yo,
did.
easy roll.
His eye did hit the braid did hit his eye, but that was after the punch though. He
yeah,
got
but see
punched big in
that
the
he shouldn't have said that, man. That sounded weak, man. Cause we seen dudes with broken eye sockets and blood running down their eyes. They didn't take no knee. You know
shit.
what I'm
Paulie
saying?
Malignaggi fought Cotto with a broken jaw.
Yeah, man. So this man talking about I got grease in my eye. Man, you got out here, man. That's crazy, man.
Guys, we got Boots' biggest fan on here, boxing nerd.
I'm
That's
not his
right.
biggest fan. That's a lie.
That's your boy.
Salute.
Don't do that. That's your boy. Don't do that, man.
Why are you saying Boots was 200 pounds in the ring?
How much did he weigh?
Maybe at 170. Why are you lying?
170. He was way bigger than 170, bro. You saw
No,
him?
he was not. Do you have the records of how much he weighed?
Do
So
you
he
have
had
it?
no
All right, pull
rehydration
it up.
clause. He had
He
no
did have a
rehydration clause.
rehydration
Just let him.
clause.
He was able to
There's no
rehydrate
way
whatever.
you could be
To me, he looked about
147.
165, 168, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Hold up.
Exactly. Like 200
That's
pounds
what
is
I'm guessing.
ridiculous, bro.
Hold up, real quick. Can I ask this question real quick? I said, to boxing nerd, were they able to rehydrate to wherever they wanted? There was no limit or anything. 'Cause I don't know
I
how
don't
much he
believe
weighed in the
so.
fight, huh?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay, all right. So they was able to just add on whatever they want. Okay,
Yeah, but he was not 200 pounds, bro. Don't listen to this guy. This guy's from Philly and he's a hater. He's from Philly and he hates his own boy. Like I don't understand this guy.
I don't hate the man. I don't
You
hate the
do hate
man.
the man. That's
I just
hate,
got.
bro. How you gonna say he was 200?
Where's
How
the
do you
hate
gain,
from,
bro?
bro? What
Hold
are
on,
you
hold on, hold on.
talking about?
How do you gain 50 to 60 pounds in a day? That's impossible.
He wasn't all right. He wasn't 200. He brought 170, 180, bro.
Yeah, 170 is cool. 180, that's pushing it too.
that's still big though for 147, 170, 175. Wow.
Bro, Crawford was doing that too, bro.
Bro, Crawford ain't get that high at 147. Don't do that.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Yes,
that,
he
that
did.
man that man wasn't 170
Yes,
pounds fighting. I don't think he was
Bomac,
that high,
Bomac
man.
said it himself. Bomac said it himself. He said it
I
himself.
I
He
think
said
that
he said
I
he
think
said he rehydrated to 175 going to the ring.
who did
Bomac.
Crawford did?
Yes.
For what fight? For
When did
what
you do
fight,
that?
bro?
All of
For
his
what
fights,
fight?
man.
Well,
For
when he
who?
fought Madrimov, I think he weighed in. He was like 165, 166 when he rehydrated up.
When he
Yeah,
fought
so
Earl,
what
he's
is
like
Nerd talking
175.
about? Nerd, what are you talking about, bro?
Yo, cause
Y'all
check
y'all
this out.
can't y'all can't
Even when David Benavidez fought Andrade, right? When he fought Andrade, he rehydrated up to I think it was like 197 or something like that. Then when he fought Morel at a higher weight class, he rehydrated less. Came in at 189. He was lighter. He was lighter at the higher weight division. It's, you know what I'm saying?
That's good
That's
for
kind of
David.
weird, man.
That's good for David. He walks around at 240 pounds. Who cares about that guy?
He
That
said
guy's scared.
240.
He
You
walks
said
around at 240.
Bud was weight at like 175 versus Errol.
How about that? Maybe
But
Nah,
160 or
I'm pretty
175.
sure Errol
man,
weighed
that's
pretty
cap
much
right
around the
there. That
same,
man
right?
wasn't 175 pounds, man.
I mean, I can understand if it was like kind of like weight bullying, but I think Errol probably pretty much weighed the same. Will probably weighed a little more in that fight,
Yeah,
right?
y'all know he was way bolder than 135, right?
Yeah, but you
Huh?
talking about you said the man put on 30 pounds in one day, bro. That's ridiculous. The man put on those
That's
30
what
pounds,
most of
man.
them do.
That's a lot
Most
of
of them
weight,
is.
man.
So wait,
Hold
so
on.
so wait,
Bivol
hold
only
on.
puts on about 15 pounds.
Oh,
Bivol does.
hold on. So Boost can do it, but Crawford's just clean of doing it.
Nah, he ain't put on 30. I'm not saying that Boots put on 30 pounds. I'm saying Boots weighed about
Y'all
165 pounds.
just said
I
Boost put
didn't.
on.
Your man said that. I said Boots put on probably about 18 pounds. That's what I said. I
Yeah.
didn't say he weighed 170. I said he about 165. You know,
Yeah, so in the Karen fight and David Benavidez fight, he just wasn't himself very much. So he wasn't he wasn't looking that good.
So it was a solid win for Bud. I mean, for Boots. I mean, I think he fought
So
an opponent that was good for him. But I think to get the major respect in the media and all that, to me, I think he just needs to string a couple more wins together like that. You know, I'm not.
uh,
I don't hate Bud. I mean Boots or anything. So I like Boots. I'm not no fanboy of nobody, but you know what I mean. I'm unbiased, so I think it was a solid win. He definitely looked good in the ring. Took some punches. Um, dealt with a little bit of adversity. Did his
so
thing. But you know, he just needs to string a few more wins together like that for him to get that major respect and that push in the media, in my opinion. So
Yeah, I agree, but here's my biggest problem with everybody saying he gets hit too much. He's an offensive, entertaining fighter first. When you're very offensive, you're gonna get shit thrown back at you. And Montestanionis was not a bum. He was a champion. All right, he was a champion with a good jab and good inside work. A lot of that fight was on the inside. Boots didn't make it harder on himself. He was doing silly stuff in there. But at the same time, he was looking for things. He was setting up things, just going off counters, looking for counters. So did he take a little bit more than he should have? Yes, because he's offensive minded first, right? For example, let's go to a different sport. When LeBron James crosses the half court line, is he looking to pass or looking to score? He's looking to pass first. When Kobe's crossing the half court line, he's looking to score. Offensive line minded. Two different mentalities. If Shakur's in the fight, he's looking to defend and counter. He's defensively minded first. When you're offensive minded first, you can slip shots, you can be defensive, be responsible, but you're looking to knock that guy out. And he's from Philly. He's trying to put on an entertaining performance. So everybody's saying, "Oh, he gets hit too much. He gets hit too much." That's his game plan. He's trying to hurt you. You're
It's
going
like
into
he's
the fight.
taking. It's like he's taking a punch to give two solid ones.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
So I don't understand this whole narrative. Oh, he gets hit too much, bro. If he wanted to fight like Shakur, he could. Like he has amazing distance management. If he doesn't want to get touched, he can do that. He has the ability to do that very much so. But then it'd be even more complaints. I'd rather they say he gets hit too much and defend that point perfectly than them just say, "Oh, I don't want to watch him no more. He's so boring." You know what I mean? One is better than
Nah,
the other.
you right. Yeah, that's a good point. That's right.
So
He's vulnerable like your boy Javante. They both get
Javante was never my boy, bro. What
they
are you
both
making?
get cracked.
I think all boxers are though at some point.
Bro, it is boxing, nigga.
My question to you though, boxing though, do you think that Bud can stay that? I mean, I keep saying Bud Boots can stay that way as the competition gets stiffer. You think
No,
he can stay with that offensive
definitely
mind?
not.
Okay.
See, that's the point as well. Also feel he allows himself to get hit when he knows he can handle your punches. You get what I mean? When he knows he can take the punch, he's not gonna be as defensively responsible, which is silly. But at the same time, when I can take your big punch, which I think Stanier threw a big punch, his biggest punch in the fight, and he's unaffected. He's
You can take
gonna
more
he's
risk.
gonna Yeah, exactly.
Mhm,
He's gonna
mhm.
take more risks to get a bigger highlight, to get more eyes, to get on the big countdowns on sports
Yeah.
networks
I
for
guess it's
top
depending on
players.
the opponent. I guess it's depending
Exactly.
on the opponent that he fights,
See,
that he knows. Right.
against Roman Villa, he wasn't really taking that many big shots because Roman Villa was probably the biggest punch he's ever fought. Correct?
Mhm.
He was a little bit more defensively responsible. He got caught in times. He does take pictures when he's on the defense as well. He takes pictures of his work because he's kind of
Yeah, Myers.
exactly right. So that's one thing I don't like. I don't like the switching your guard with your hands. I don't like that stuff because what if they double up and then you drop that hand? What if they double up on a hook with the same hand? That's a problem, right? A perfect example is Jared Anderson against Bacoli. He was doing that guard switching. He got caught with uppercut and got dropped. It was nasty,
Yep. Facts.
Coley hit that man with an
Did
uppercut
that
from the ground.
did that man dirty, man.
bro. Because he was doing that guard switching bullshit.
And that man
And he
looked
got
like
caught
Mario
with
versus
the
Hitman.
he got caught with
Yo,
the nastiest uppercut I've ever seen in my life, man. I thought his head was gonna come off his shoulders, bro. It was nasty.
I think Jared Anderson be trying to fight like a little dude, man,
Yep,
instead of fighting like a heavyweight.
it's true. It's true, and it got him in trouble, bro. It got him in trouble. He was in a southpaw stance when he got caught the first time in the first round. He should have stayed orthodox. He should have kept boxing. He should have kept boxing, going to the body with the jab. He should have boxed like how Boots was boxing standing on his. keep the distance. Jab to the body. That jab to the body is one of the most important punches in boxing, bro. That jab up and down, keeping your distance, quick on your feet, get out the way of the, get off the ropes, get out the corner. If you're in the corner, clinch if you can. Be responsible. Turn like simple stuff, bro. Especially with punches and Bokoli, bro. You should have gone to his body early with that jab to the body. Keep your distance because Bokoli doesn't really have a good jab. Bokoli's just a swarmer. You know what I mean? He's a swarmer with big power, with tight shots. And I believe Anderson had the reach advantage over him. He just had to jab. He didn't even have to beat him up. He just had to jab him, box him all night.
Yeah,
What's that?
I think a lot of time Anderson was landing so many clean punches, he kind of
Uh-huh.
got greedy. He got greedy
Yep.
at times. He got
Exactly.
caught.
He should have stayed to the game plan though, because I also think Anderson has like a mental fatigue, and actual fatigue on the body. Because if you look at his last fight, he was complaining, "Oh, I don't want to go this many rounds. I didn't want to go this many rounds." Ever since that Roy Jones video, bro, I've been low on that guy. Never cries to Roy Jones about some bullshit, bro. It was disappointing as hell. Because I actually liked him a little bit, and then I saw that video. I'm just like, yeah, you're gonna get knocked out bad. I called it, and then I
What you
saw
got?
him fighting with Coley. Man, the writing was on the wall for that one.
What you guys got? Who you guys got in this upcoming May 2nd card? The
I got
Haney card and all that.
Barbosa. I got Barbosa with the upset.
Yep.
I got Devin Haney. Well,
Mhm.
I think Barbosa. I don't really think that'll be an upset. I think that's actually a legitimately
Yeah.
45, 55
He
fight.
fighting Teofimo, right?
Yeah,
Tio
Okay.
struggles with boxers, bro. If you're a boxer, he struggles. But if you're a
talking
southpaw boxer, it's almost guaranteed W. Like he
about
lost.
T.O.
Yeah, he lost against Sandal Martin. He lost against Jermaine Ortiz, and
Yeah,
what's another
that's
two?
what I was telling him. I said Brian Norman Jr. Well, I think he will stop T.O. man if they fall,
It'll be nasty, bro. It'll be nasty.
man. I
The
think
reason
Brian do him bad, man.
the reason why I don't really rate Brian Norman that highly, he's very stiff. He's extremely stiff. Not only is he extremely stiff, he's very vulnerable. Like he has a shaky chin, very shaky chin. Derek Cuevas caught him with 2 hooks in the first round. He shook very well. He's too stiff. He's too stiff. Boots will have a field day with him. Boots has to be very defensively responsible with him because you don't want to upset to happen with Brian Norman because his dad's gonna go crazy. I don't like his dad at all. His dad
Oh,
is
that's right. He called Boots out.
yeah yeah. Brian Norman's dad is actually the most annoying person. He's just as annoying as Bill Haney. But the problem is his son has power, so he doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. But he was just spewing a whole bunch of lies about Boots doesn't have power. Where in that standing on the choice does it look like Boots doesn't have power? In the first round, he got him with a hook to the body, and almost sent Daniel was flying out the ring.
They don't understand them Eastern European Russian dudes, man. They could take a fucking punch.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know
Right?
what is it they eat out there, or whatever, man. They be eating raw fish and growing up with bears and shit. Like we got pit bulls. They got bears on leashes and shit. 6 years old.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I want to say Daniels to go another round, but I understand he had a baby on the way. Like he doesn't want to take that kind of punishment and like alter his career. But, like I wanted to go another round. He looks okay to me.
Think that was probably more his corner than him.
Yeah, no, most definitely. There's a slow mo after the stoppage where he was like giving him the come on man to the corner. He is a champion, but like his baby, bro, his baby. He wants to. They care about him, and that's important. You have to have a corner that cares about you. That
Yeah, it's
really
still early. What he's what? 30. He's what 30. He's what 15-1 now, something like that.
15 and 130 with 9 KOs. Yeah,
So he
Because
so he so he must have had a long amateur career then.
he was an
if that
Olympic.
was
He was
if that was
Olympian.
Robert
Oh,
if that
that's
was
right. That's
Robert
right. That's right.
Garcia,
That's why I'm trying to remember the name. I'm like saying Jonas. I'm like,
Yeah, he was
okay.
an Olympian. Yeah, he was good. He was a good amateur.
if that was Robert Garcia ain't stopping nothing, man. Robert
Derek,
Garcia sending you back out there, man. Your eye socket, your eye could be
Oh,
hanging out of your
yeah.
head, man. You going back out, dog.
Derek James, Derek James, he's not stopping it either. That's why Earl Spencer's been out for 15 years. He's not stopping it. I don't know if Freddie Roach is stopping it. A lot of people aren't stopping that fight.
Yeah, I don't
His
seen
corner
Freddie Roach
actually
stop.
did.
I don't seen Freddie Roach stop a few fights. To be honest, man, I've seen him stop a few fights.
Uh,
You ain't got no chance to win, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. You live to fight another day, man. You outclassed. You know, you just gotta let it. You gotta let it ride, brother. You know what I'm saying? You can't beat everybody.
yeah,
Gotta let it go.
just fight another day, man. Go back to PBC and they'll set you up with something nice.
I know that Rolly versus Ryan fight. Somebody's getting knocked the fuck out.
I want Ryan to go to sleep. I want to laugh,
Somebody's
brother.
getting knocked out,
The
and it's
way
gonna be
I
by left hook.
want, the way I want Ryan to get slept. Hmm. The way I want Ryan to get slept is not funny.
You want that man to look like Apollo after Drago hit him out.
Yes, very
I
badly.
think Rolly,
Just straight, stiff
I
arms
can't.
and
I
his
can't.
legs straight.
I can't
I
forget
think
the
Rolly
time.
gonna clip him, man. I think Rolly gonna catch him with some junk or something,
I
man.
hope so too, because Rolly isn't that fast, but he's fast enough to if he could catch Tank and wobble Tank a little bit. Yeah, I
And
hope.
Ryan isn't really that special neither. He's like he's got that
No, he's
left hook,
not.
and
He's
he's just
trash.
that's it. It's like he
He has
waits
a
for that left
hook.
hook.
He
He's
has a
fast,
hook.
but it's like you get past that little pattern, nothing you can get him.
Yep. All you have to do is just to be touching that lead hand. Touch that lead hand.
I
Touch
just
that
hope
lead
Rolly
hand.
stupid ass. I just hope Rolly dumbass do something.
I
Yeah.
think he gonna crack him to the body, man. I've been seeing Rolly training at that 147. He looked real strong, man. Like across his back and his shoulders, he big, and he been working that body shield. So that's Ryan Garcia kryptonite too. He don't like body shots, man.
That's
Yeah,
another fight where if Boots were to fight Ryan, hands up at all times, please. Please. You don't want to lose to that idiot. You
it's
don't
like
want
I'm
to lose
just
to
waiting for
that.
this left hook. Just
That
waiting for
left
this
hook.
left hook. That's it.
That left hook is probably the most mystical, one of the most mystical punches since Wilder's right hand, bro.
Yo, but the thing
Like I said,
about it,
he's
Ryan,
fast.
you can outbox Ryan Garcia because Devin can
Hmm.
Definitely.
outbox him. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? As long as you keep a nice jab on him and keep him turning. One thing about that left hook, like Ryan got to be set to throw that left hook.
Hmm.
You know, he
Exactly.
can't throw it on the move because you keep Ryan turning, you can outbox him. And most guys that he fought, he was the bigger guy too. They gotta keep it 100. So he
Yep.
always taller, bigger, stronger, faster. So he always had an advantage on guys. I think Boots will watch Ryan, man. I
I,
think he'll
I
probably
don't
make
know
it.
what
I think
happened
he'll
with
make it quick.
I don't know what happened in Bill Haney's corner when they fought, but he must. I don't know what happened. He just stayed in the mid range, right for Ryan. Like, he stayed there like the
Yeah.
whole fight.
It was dumb.
Like,
It was dumb.
what are you doing? He just hit you with a left hook. You're not supposed to be there. Like you box him,
Yeah.
like box and smother. That's it.
Here's
Just box and smother him.
here's the thing with Ryan, yo. He could break his base with that jab to that body. Boots in the orthodox stance, he has one of the best jabs in boxing. He showed that over the weekend. That jab was working. I wish he stuck with it a little bit more, like round 4 and 5, like just jab up down. Just break his base with that jab to that body in the orthodox stance. I don't want him to go southpaw against Ryan.
Hey fellas, I gotta head out. I gotta head out. Salute to everybody. Y'all do
All right,
your
brother,
thing.
stay up, man.
All right, bro.
Bud,
No
holla at
problem.
you. All right, bud. All right, fellas.
All right.
Sir.
Easier up.
Yo, bro.
Change your freaking caption, bro.
What it say?
And it's 200 pounds while cheating. That's not right.
You don't think
Change
he
it.
cheated?
Bro, you know he wasn't 200 pounds. He would have been
All right,
fat.
but how big was he, bro? He was
He was
too
about
big.
170, 165, 170, bro. Come on.
Nerd, come on, man. And how is that fair? You find these little guys at 147, bro.
Bro, they all do it, bro. Stop
Yeah,
playing.
but come on, man. We gotta call this out, bro. Come on, we gotta do like a petition or
Do
something.
I need to send you a video of Terrence Crawford
No,
killing
no,
himself to.
no. We're talking about Boots. You're talking about the wrong guy.
Oh, okay. So you just want to,
You
you just
don't
want to.
change the subject, bro.
I'm not changing the subject, but you
Don't
want to talk
mention
about
nobody else. We're talking
you
about
want to talk
Boots.
about real weight bullying. I'll send you a video. I'll send
No,
you a
don't
freaking
send me
video.
no video, bro. Let's talk about Boots. What he did. What he
He
did
wasn't
was
200 pounds. Why you lying, bro?
no. Listen, nerd. What he did was kind of criminal.
Man,
That is not a fair fight. That's when we say weight classes are there for a reason.
no,
Because
you just
you're
gotta say something. You just gotta say something to hate on.
nerd. This guy needs to be brought to justice, bro. Do you know that? I'm not even playing. I'm not even joking. What he did was criminal. He outweighed this guy by like 50 pounds, bro. Right
That's
or
not
wrong?
true.
So how many pounds did he outweigh him by? Huh? You think he was only like 10 pounds bigger than him? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Come on, nerd. We're talking about Jaron Ennis. This guy is
Yes, sir.
he's a natural super middleweight. Is he not a natural super middleweight?
It's a
Huh?
There's a possibility, yeah.
Exactly. So he outweighed this man by almost 70 pounds. And you want us to just leave that alone.
I never said he was weighing about 70 pounds. That's a lie.
All right, how much? All right, if you want to be technical, how many pounds you think he outweighed Stan Jonas by?
I don't know.
Just give us a number since you don't know.
Maybe 10, 15 pounds. 10 pounds. Let's say 10 pounds.
So you're saying he only outweighed him by 10 pounds.
I believe so, yeah.
Come on, bro. 10 pounds is not enough.
What do you mean 10 pounds is not enough?
We seen the size difference. It was enormous, bro.
It was
We,
not enormous. The size difference was not
bro, it
enormous.
stood out.
No, it did
Nerd,
not.
nerd, go watch the fight again and don't just watch
I
the
watched the
fight.
fight like 4 times. He did not look
Did you?
that big
All right. Did you?
compared to Stanionis.
All right.
Stanionis,
Did you watch it again to look for the size difference, or did you watch it
I
again just to
watched to look for the size difference. There wasn't much size difference. You need glasses, nigga.
really?
Yes, bro.
Come on, man. When I watched it a second time, I'm like, damn. I'm watching a
You
light
so
heavyweight.
lie, bro. Why are you lying? This guy's such a liar, man.
Bro, I'm like, yo, I'm watching a light heavyweight versus a
This
freaking
nigga loves to
lightweight.
lie.
Nerd, I'm watching a light heavyweight versus a lightweight, bro. That's what I thought I saw.
This nigga loves to lie.
So you telling me my eyes was deceiving me, bro?
Yes, your eyes were deceiving you very much so.
Yo, nerd, you're
Yo,
tripping, bro.
tell me how freaking Brian Norman Sr. was hating on the performance. Bernie Mac or Bernie the boxer was hating on the performance. But guess who was loving the performance? Said it was a phenomenal performance. Guess
Who?
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 Bomac. Bomac. Bomac
Oh,
said
what?
he loved it. He said it was a phenomenal performance against Dan Jonas. He
Oh,
said,
for real?
Bozy and Booze, this kid looks so fucking good, Jesus Christ. That's exactly what he said.
Really?
Word for word, bar for bar.
Okay, that's what's up.
But you wanted to say, oh, he was his enormous size. You don't say nothing about the performance. You said it was
No,
true.
that bro, that was before I found out about the rehydration situation.
Yeah, of course he's gonna look better when he has there's no rehydration. 10 pounds before the day of the
Yeah,
fight.
but that takes some steam away from that, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not happy about that. If I knew he was gonna be able to blow up to whatever he wants to blow up, then I wasn't gonna give him that much credit. Cause I already know. Because bro, listen to, I already know how big he is already. I already know he has the physical advantages already, and he has the skills advantage too. Come on now, that's not fair fight for these guys. You think that's a fair fight for those guys, man? That's not a fair fight, nerd. You're bigger than these guys, and you're more skilled than them. Come on, nerd. You got to be for the sport and not just for boots because you like boots. Be for the sport, nerd.
He just be,
Hello?
bro. He just be lying.
No, I'm saying be for the sport, bro. Don't be for just Boots because Boots is your guy. Don't
Nobody
you
care.
care about don't you care about the health and the safety of the sport, bro?
No, I don't care. Because
You
you're
don't
just.
care. You don't care about
No, I
the
don't.
health.
I don't. Because you're just a hater, bro. Forget you, bro.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Don't we want boxing in a better place?
You just lying and complaining about anybody that I
Listen
like.
to
Who
me for a
cares?
second, nerd. All right,
No,
nerd,
I'm
let's
not
be
listening to
serious.
nothing you have to say,
All right,
bro.
can we be serious for a second, bro?
No, I'm not being serious about
All
nothing
right,
you
I
have
want to
to
be
say.
serious. I don't want to play games anymore.
No, no, no.
We want boxing in a better place, right, nerd? Yes or
Whatever.
no?
Whatever, bro.
So we need to bring structure to boxing, bro. It starts with guys like Jaron Ennis not weight bullying,
Oh, okay. All right. Whatever.
right, bro? You agree or no?
Leave me alone.
What you mean, bro? I'm telling you the facts. You talk about leave you alone. Don't you want to bring structure to the sport of boxing, bro?
I want you to leave me alone. Like, leave me alone.
All right, I'm gonna leave you alone. All right, whatever. Hey, yo, but listen, let's change subject though. Y'all really think Teo gonna lose to Barbosa?
I pray for it. I pray for times like this to shine like this. And
And even the Ryan Garcia fight, somebody said they wanted to see Ryan get cooked. I don't know about
yeah,
that.
because they were taught Tio and Ryan are bona fide racists.
I mean, I want to see him lose too, but I don't think these are the fights they're gonna lose though.
People saying, "Oh, Tio's gonna cook Boots." You guys are so stupid.
Hold on, who said Teo's gonna cook Boots?
People on the internet.
I don't believe that. I think Boots beats him, but I think it's competitive.
It's not gonna be competitive.
I think it is,
It's not gonna be competitive. I promise you.
bro. Teo has boxing skills. He's a solid fighter.
He's a
It's not,
bum.
bro. No matter what we want to say, the guy could fight, bro.
He's a bum.
I mean, you could personally feel like that, but I mean, I think I just look at the what he brings to the table, and I think he's a solid fighter. The only thing is, I think his problem is his mindset. He knows what he could do. It's just his mindset. If he's clicking on all cylinder, he can compete with almost anybody. Not everybody, but almost. I'm gonna give credit where I think credit is deserved. I think he has the skills to pay the bills too. It is what it is. It's just it's just his mindset is the problem. You don't think so?
Yeah, it's a possibility.
It's his mindset, bro. That's was he said his mindset was messed up because of his wife. I don't know how true that is, but that's his excuse. He said he was having female problems, so he wasn't focused or locked in. So he looked horrible against guys like freaking Steve Claggett. What the freak, Steve Claggett, bro?
Steve Claggett.
Like, come on now. You're supposed to cook a guy like that. Now everybody's doubting you.
Hmm.
Yeah, but we changed the subject from your boy, man. But who would you like to see him fight next? Who?
You. I wanted to beat you up.
Why you want him to fight me? I ain't pro. I don't got the belts,
No, you're a hater. You need to get beat up, bro.
bro. How am I hating for giving my opinion on a sport that we all love,
You don't love the sport, bro.
bro? I love the sport of boxing. That's all I want to
You
talk
don't
about
love the
every day.
freaking sport of boxing.
Come on, bro. Don't do that. How did I hate on Boots, bro? I just talked about him going up to 250. That's all. That's not hating. He went up there, didn't he?
No, that's a lie.
He didn't get up there.
No, he didn't.
Bro, come on, bro. You want this man to be small so bad, bro. You can't be small. He's a big boy. All right. Let me make this clear for you, all right? Where did Sean Porter start his career? At what weight class?
168.
Have you seen Sean Porter next to Boots? They've actually sparred each other. Who's the bigger man?
Boots.
Now, if we got a guy in Sean Porter starting his career at 168, where should Boots start his career?
Heavyweight.
250, 200, right? Heavyweight, cruiserweight, right? Boots is a big boy. Come on now.
We know this. He's a big boy. Yeah, it's all cool and everything. Let's just let him get freaking belts. Yeah.
You want to give that guy so much credit for no reason.
Who's giving him so much credit for no reason? What credit did I give him?
You said he's the best thing since slicing bread, bro.
Did not. You say that stuff.
You never said that before on this
No, I
shit.
don't even talk like that. Slice of bread. Slice of bread. That's a Philly thing. I'm not
All right,
from
but you
Philly.
all right, but this what you said though. You said he's the greatest since Ali.
I've never said that, and I was trolling. If I
Oh,
did,
I took that personal though. I took that seriously.
I don't care what you took personal. You don't think Boots Bud is a weight bully, but you want to talk about Boots.
No, we're not talking about Bud right now. Bud is a guy we can't criticize.
Why?
What do you mean? Why? He's above criticism.
All right, goodbye, bro.
Some guys are just above it. Come on, nerd. Don't do
All
that.
right, goodbye. Goodbye. Talk to you later.
Yeah. Yo, where what's his name? Where I mean,
I'm gonna get him 1 second.
yeah,
Well, I
get
got
him. Let's see what he has to say. I haven't talked to him in a minute. He good? Hey, yo, what's the time difference from us and him? I've been wanting to ask him that.
He's in Switzerland.
So, what's the time difference? Is he on the same time as us?
No,
So, like right now, where I'm at is 12:59. Like it's almost 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. Where is he at? I'm at. What time is it? Where he at? Is it like nighttime over there?
I don't know.
King Asia is back. King Asia,
Oh
salute.
God.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
that's not your guy. Why you say yo nerd? Come on, don't do that.
You know what? I thought you said easy.
No,
That's all.
no, not Yeezy. Not you talking about Jamal Neezy?
That dumbass. I hate that guy.
Jamal?
Yeah.
Yo, come on, man. He cool. Hey, yo, King.
Amin's
Salute,
coming in a
King.
second. He's coming in a second.
Yeah, I
Who?
had
I
to make
mean,
a run real quick. I ain't want to be rude and have be, you know to the people I had to go meet and all that. So I had to jump off. What's up, boxing
okay,
nerd?
you
You
could.
done made your return, huh?
Yeah, he over here Yo, he over here talking about Boots wasn't 170 or 180. He's
You
trying to
say
give
boots?
Boots. He's trying to give Boots a pass. Whole time we all know Boots rehydrated to like 190.
Bro, 40 pounds in 1 day is nuts, bro.
Okay,
Please.
what? Okay, boots. I'm calling you boots. Boxing nerd. What did he rehydrate to? What was his walking weight?
I wanna say the most 170, bro.
Okay.
King Asia,
Maybe
how you think 170 King? Come on now. Think about it.
No, no, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying okay. He gave a solid answer. That's the benchmark now.
Okay, let's see what you think. How big you think he was?
I said it earlier. I think he was close to like no. What did I say? I said 150 something.
What?
see, bro, we're
What?
talking about
Oh,
one
come
day.
on.
No, that's
Oh,
what I
come
said.
on, man. You messed up the whole
No,
conversation with that.
no. I'm look. First of all, you already got it documented what I said, so I ain't gonna get on her and lie. And when I said what I said, I was just giving a knee jerk response. I ain't did no due diligence of going actually seeing what was his fight night weight. So
Yeah. Come on. You gave Boxing Nerd an extra. You gave him some extra ammunition. Cause
once again,
now he like I'm reaching by saying that. You saying 150, Boxing Nerd saying 170. I look like a dummy.
I said 150 something, so that could have been like 159. But I don't know exactly, but he did look pretty much inflated. He rehydrated, high up.
Yeah,
But
he got up there, man.
yeah. So
He
his
was
time is ticking. He got to go ahead and clean out that division. I asked you that earlier. Now that boxing nerd here, what's his timeline of being, undisputed in that weight division? Was
He
it
can
time?
do it in this year. He can do it in this year. If
Okay.
Barrios isn't with this bullshit about fighting Manny Pacquiao, apparently,
So who? Let me just
Ru-
ask y'all this before boxing nerd. I want you to get whatever you try to say off. But let me ask y'all this: when we look at Earl Spence and Jaron Ennis, who is naturally the bigger man?
Earl.
Yeah, Spence.
Y'all think Spence is bigger than Boots?
Oh,
Yeah,
you thought we were gonna say otherwise, eh? You're holding your hand
Yo,
up,
yeah,
that's
man.
man.
crazy,
You done
bro. I'm
seen
not
Spence.
gonna lie. I'm not
You
gonna
done
lie. Y'all just shocked me with that answer.
you seen Spence walk around weight 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
He's
It's
been
like
the bigger man for years now. What are you talking about?
exactly.
Boots
All
was
right.
like a
I just
lean, skinnier kid, and then he started putting on muscle. He left. He's coming back just now.
Yeah.
But yeah, what did you think of the performance, King Asia?
hello.
I think it was impressive. It was pretty much on point of what I said on a few other channels. I was trying to get on and speak with you before the fight, but
Hmm.
my prediction was that it would look something like Mayweather Gotti, and I was pretty much. It wasn't exactly that, but it was.
Yeah,
You know,
defensive wise, it wasn't exactly that, but offensive, it was pretty close.
yeah, yeah. I mean, in general, it was pretty close. It was in the ballpark. You
It
know.
seems like he's a superhuman when he's in Atlantic City because the Roman Villa and now Stanionis, the beatings he put on both of them.
Yeah, he
Right.
need to go back there if he's gonna keep doing performances
Nah,
like that.
man, nah. I just feel like the rehydration clause that IBF put on him was kind of stumbling his growth and his ability to fight properly. Because you have to
Oh,
be
so now you're
one
blaming the
fifty two.
IBF.
It's true. The hot
What do you
rehydration
mean
clause
it's
can
true?
the rehydration can stumble your ability to fight properly.
So why is he at 47 then? If that's the case, get the freak out of there.
Bro, nobody likes the rehydration clause when it comes to IBF.
All right, let him get out of there then. Go to 54, bro. Go to 50.
Hold up now. Hold up now, easy. I mean, is that an accolade that you don't want him have on his moniker?
He just
Undisputed.
doesn't want him to be successful. He doesn't
Yeah,
want him to
no,
be
no,
successful.
no, yeah. Okay,
No,
you
he doesn't
both of
want
you
him. He
guys
doesn't
are
want him.
reaching right now. Both
No,
of
he
you
doesn't
guys
want
are
him to be
reaching right now.
successful. You
No,
know
it was
why?
just
I
a
never.
question. I didn't make a statement. I asked a question.
And
So
Okay,
here's the thing.
and
Here's the thing. You know why he doesn't want him to be successful? Because he knows he's one of Bud's toughest fights right now. Right now,
hold
he's
up
one
now.
of Bud's toughest.
Moving into the not too far. Pandora just looked good against Booker.
Bomba
Yo,
I mean, what's up, my guy?
Wagwan, my people.
what are you
Huh?
saying,
What?
brother?
What
What
did he
up,
say?
man?
He was saying
He's
what's up.
speaking patois. It's Jamaican
No, no, I just said,
dialect.
what's up, man? What's up?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I was like, what?
What up, man?
What's going on, bro? How
You said
you?
talking about.
Talking
Oh,
boxing.
some.
we talking about Boots fighting at 190 for the fight.
I knew your ass was gonna say that shit, man. I
He's
knew it. I
hating,
knew
bro. I don't know what to do.
I mean, tell us the truth. How much do you think he weighed for that fight?
I don't know, man. He looked like 170. I'll be honest.
Ooh.
170. Okay.
Bro, I mean, this guy's saying 200 pounds, bro. I'm like, what?
He said he was a heavyweight. Goddamn
Bro, he said he was a cruiserweight, bro. That
it.
doesn't
Was a
make sense.
cruiserweight. He
Bro,
might as well fight Brian Pataia.
when you look like a cruiserweight when he did that the zone photo shoot when they
Shit,
announced,
he might as well fight Giant Pataia or Zerda,
bro. He
man.
might as well, bro. He might as
Hey,
well.
yo, no, he don't want to fight that guy. He don't want to fight that guy. That guy is
John gets
that.
caught with shots. They don't sleep. His defense isn't the greatest.
Yeah, he's a killer, bro.
Yeah,
What he
but
what he did to David Nika, that was crazy. I didn't expect that. David
he
Nika is a solid fighter.
Nika stumbled him a little bit before he got knocked
Yeah, he
out.
caught him. He caught him with a nice little combination.
Stiffed up his legs real quick.
Hmm. But I didn't think Nika was gonna get stopped that soon though.
I didn't think it was gonna be that nasty. That's the question.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was real bad. Like Nika,
And Nika is one of Tyson Fury top sparring partners.
not only
You know?
that, but he was giving Obatiah the work inspiring. Apparently, getting the better of him for years. That was the
Oh,
word.
really?
That was the rumor going around.
Oh wow, that's crazy. I
He
didn't hear
used to
that
beat
part.
him up in sparring. So Appetizer said, "Okay, these 10
It
ounces are a
only
little
matters
different.
under the bright lights. Remember what
These
Floyd
ten
used to say?
ounces are different, bro. These 10 ounces are different." Yeah. And then,
Yeah.
pop.
I mean, what's new with you though? What's going on?
I mean,
What up, man? What you mean? What's up?
What's new? Tell us something new. What's going on with you in boxing?
Oh, not too much, bro. We always talking boxing and shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a,
Okay,
I'm a little torn, like back and forth, because I fuck with Boots. He had an amazing performance, but then you
right.
go ahead and I see motherfuckers saying Boots is the greatest talent we've ever seen. I said, bro, shut your bitch ass up, man. Like,
That's
bro,
that's what
come
they
on.
saying now.
Yeah, bro, that like they call him the second coming of Floyd. Like, bro, what are we doing?
They first it was Roy, now it's Floyd. Oh, they
They're
tripping.
saying, no, they saying everything now. Like they saying he's the the greatest thing we have seen since Roy Floyd. They say he's the second coming of Floyd Mayweather. Like, god damn.
Nerd, are you hearing this shit, nerd?
No, and no nerd knows about it too.
I know about it, and I
Nerd
keep
better not
telling him,
jump on that bandwagon.
No, no,
You
no.
talking
no,
Hold on.
about
Let me
he?
no,
give.
no.
Hey, wait. I do want to say this. Hold on, nerd. I'm gonna give nerd respect because he does talk about it and says, "No, y'all tripping." Now,
Oh,
so
okay.
he be
So
he
nerd
be
be
going
nerd
against them and he's trying to keep them in
nerd
line.
be
So
checking them.
yeah, he
yeah,
be
because he
checking them.
makes
So I
he
respect
makes
that.
they make my life hard, bro, and I
So
don't believe that
like I
shit,
had to do with you, man, a couple months ago, man.
bro. So here's the thing. There is similarities. For example, the four uppercuts that dropped Standing Jonas. Roy used to do that all the time back in the day. Even Gervonta, in some of his earlier fights, he had a guy with four uppercuts inside the fight.
Shit, Bud did it in his last fight.
Exactly, right? Like the doubling up on the same shot with the same hand. Like there's similarities for sure, and like some of the way he moves and stuff, the rules he breaks defensively. Like some Roy did some of that stuff, not as fast, but similarities, right? Because he says himself, all he watches is Floyd, Sweet Pete, and Roy Jones. So he's gonna pick up some stuff from them, and Jade's Tony, of course, as well. But there's similarities. I'm not gonna say he's the second coming. That's just ridiculous. That's just nuts. That's just stupid. Don't say stuff like that. Roy was running through competition. There was no real competition ever, or really for a long time in Roy's career. Like he was running through everybody,
Yeah, in every weight division, all the way to
every
heavyweight.
weight division, man. There's only one Roy, only one Roy.
Yeah.
Nobody could be the second coming of Roy, bro. There's only one.
Yeah. Everybody gotta make their own lane. I hate when they compare people.
Yeah, like it's just making his career gonna be so much
Yeah,
more
bro, let
fatigued.
him be the first booth. God damn.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, that's all he can be.
He can be
Hmm.
one of the greatest switch hitters ever. We can do that. That's more realistic. He can be one of the greatest switch hitters ever. Because there's only two right now. It's Terrence Crawford and Marvin Hagler. He could be the third greatest or something like that. Like that's more of a attainable uh achievement.
Right.
But
No, I mean, Boost he got a long road, ahead of him, but he need
yeah.
to hurry up and get rid of 146. He need to be hurry up and make his legacy at 147. He
Yeah,
can't sit up there.
I agree. Yo, I mean I didn't even tell you. Tell me how E3 came in my comments and he was just like, he saw a video of Norman getting touched up in the first round against Derek Cuevas. And he said, I don't know what I saw in that guy. He's so stiff. Boots, the 147 is booty, and Boots will deal with him nicely. I'm just like, oh, so you came to your senses now.
Uh,
Hold
oh,
on,
for
who?
real. E3 said that shit.
I, I'll
Oh,
read it
E3.
word for word for you. I promise you.
Now you
I'm
ain't
gonna,
got to. I believe you, but I'm just saying, like, that's
Hold
you
on, what
rarely
was he
see.
saying before that?
he was saying, oh, Brian Norman was going to stop him.
He thought
Whoa,
Brian
who?
Norman was gonna
Brian
stop
Norman's
Boots,
gonna
man.
listen. I'm not the biggest Boots fan, but I'm
You're
not.
not a fan at all. You talking about
Okay,
biggest Boots fan?
all right, but I'm not gonna say I don't see Norman stopping, buddy. So why would somebody say that?
Because he doesn't like Boots that much. Because I understand because Boots was like riding on Bud's coattails and trying to see you want to fight him when he wasn't really making any effort to do so. So like I understand the resentment, but jeez, to say a bum like Brian Norman was gonna stop Boots is just a little bit ludicrous.
Man's too stiff. He doesn't have
Hold
any
on, is he
special
still
parts.
active on YouTube?
Here and there.
Cause he used to be real active.
Yeah, but I guess life happens, man.
Yeah.
So he has a busy schedule, but he be talking crazy sometimes. Him and
Mhm.
me go back and forth at it. Me and him go back and forth at it over some stuff. I wish you could join some
On
spaces.
what? On other social media platforms?
On Twitter, we go back and forth on Twitter. He tags me in some stuff about boots. Like he was going crazy this whole promotion. Said he wasn't gonna watch this boring ass fight, but everything boost related he was sending to me. I'm just like I'd ask him questions, he wouldn't answer the question, and he just sent me another post. I'm like, bro, you gonna answer the
Yeah,
question I'll be asking you, or just be
that's
bothered?
crazy.
Like, bro,
The
but yeah,
only person I don't really bang with on this YouTube thing is H Money. H Money be doing too much.
H
Don't
Money
it?
is a crazy man. He's a
Bro, I
crazy.
can I can negotiate with anybody on here, like they could talk
I
their
thought you were gonna
shit,
say
like,
showbiz.
but I can't mess with H Money. I don't like that guy.
H Money is a different
H
kind of.
Money make H Money make you want to pull up on them for real, for real. If you go back
No,
Yeah,
and
H Money.
that's what
no,
I'm
no,
saying.
it was
H.
some. Let me tell y'all this one. This is it is if he save all this recording, so everything I'm saying is documented. This was like before COVID or right around COVID. Man,
2019.
yeah, yeah, yeah. This is when he was still a Devin Haney fan. I'm talking about he.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how
Yo,
far
he
back.
switch up really fast. That's his problem.
Yeah, no, they was fucking with him though. I mean, like literally fucking with him. It wasn't just, hey, okay, I acknowledge him on YouTube. Bill was like,
Mhm.
hey, you can fly out, you could get content, yada yada yada. I don't know what all went
Right.
on, but the point I was making, he got into it with the panel so hard, motherfucker. He talking about, well, just drop your address, drop the Addy, motherfucker, drop that. Pissed me off. I said, hey, I said, what you ain't saying, Bill? I said, man, I'll jump on 55 real quick and come see you. I got people in Bill.
Hey,
bro.
yo.
Every time I click on his video, he's screaming at somebody. Somebody
Yeah,
screaming, bro. The most
yeah.
emotional panel I've ever dealt with. It's ridiculous, bro. Nobody can hear
Yeah,
anybody.
there's
Just
no structure over there. It's just all over the place.
it's very much screaming. I joined the panel maybe two times. They kicked me off within a second. I was just like, bro, I didn't even get to say a word.
Yeah, I never. I don't know who this hedge money is. So
You
sounds
don't
He
need
like
used
to
to
know,
be
Yeah,
over.
bro.
no,
I
don't, no,
promise you.
don't,
Yo,
don't,
y'all
don't
know
give
what's
him that.
crazy? He used to be over here. Me and him used to be cool.
Yeah, I
So
was
what
cool
happened?
with him too.
We stopped being cool ever since Crawford beat Spence.
Bro, people are still going through post traumatic stress since that fight, bro. That beating was so generational.
After the fight, we never been cool.
Bro, people checked into to what's it called? Therapy.
Pretty
Boxing
much.
therapy. A lot of people need therapy, bro. It's bad. He took a beating. It hurt an entire fan base to the point
Yeah.
where they jumped on the Tank bandwagon, they jumped on the Boost bandwagon. I said the night of the fight, after the fight happened, I told them, do not come to this side. Don't do
Mm.
it. They didn't
They,
listen.
they they came to that side. Yeah, they Boost fans
In
now.
droves, bro. So many of them. Man, and now everybody thinks is Boost's entire fan base is old aerosexuals. I'm like, no, that's not the case.
Yeah. It's just a few of them going over there praying to see Bud lose to somebody.
Yep. And the way
That's
Canelo
crazy.
looking, man, I have to change. I might have to change my pick, bro. I'm not
Uh,
gonna
uh,
lie to
Oh,
you.
once
I might
Boost
have
go
to.
to 154, he got some
hold
work
on, hold
later
on, hold on.
on.
My fault. King. You wanna say what you wanna say? I wanted to hear what Nerd just said about Canelo real quick.
Nah, new evidence has been presented, bro. He don't look good.
Hey,
I
what
might
what
have to.
Canelo do?
I might have to change my pick, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's
Bro,
Why
I
you
was
want to
about
change
to
your
say this,
pick?
right? Today, what is today? Hold on. What is day
Tell,
today?
tell me, tell me what y'all
April
said.
15th, bro. I'm
Uh
more
huh.
confident. I'm more confident than ever Bud is gonna whoop his motherfucking ass. Let me tell you why. Cause I just watched him. greed turkey and his people and shit like that. Motherfucker got flowers. He looks soft. Motherfucker looks soft.
I mean, I just want to get it right, and
He
I know they record.
he
Did
looked
he
like he
just say
lost his spirit, his boxing spirit. He don't look like a killer no more. He look like a celebrity. He looks like
but
he's gonna. He loves taking autographs and shit like that. He don't look. He don't look like a boxer no more.
okay, I mean, did Boxing Nerd say he's switching to Canelo on the pick of that fight? That's what I just want to get clarity on.
No,
No,
no.
he
No.
was
He's saying
already picking
he's switching
Canelo. He
from
said
Canelo to
switching.
Crawford.
He's
Oh,
switching from
okay, okay,
yeah,
man.
yeah. He's switching to Bud because
Canelo looks old as fuck on the bag. Like when he posted like bag footage lately, he looks old as hell.
Like, why are amateurs
yo,
looking more having like, more of a sharp punch than you, bro? I don't
but
understand.
guys, we gotta pray and hope he don't get upset by this guy though, because then
I'm
we don't
putting
get
money
the
on
Who?
Skull, bro. I might
we
put
don't
Who?
money
get
on
the big
Skull.
fight.
I might put money on Skull. Me.
Damn, really?
He don't look good at all, bro. He didn't get up for this fight. Not one bit. Not one bit did he get
I'm
up for
not
this.
liking that, bro. We need that Canelo Crawford. I'm not liking that, nerd. I hope that's not the case, bro.
He don't look good at all, bro.
Really.
Nope.
I mean, but that is not a fight you get up for though. Nobody knows who
At
this.
all.
Yes, it is. If you got something undisputed uh about
Oh, to become undisputed twice. I'm just
right,
talking about the guy himself. I know legacy is on the line, but the guy himself.
man, you looking down the road. You don't look past him. He's an obstacle in the road before you
Yeah.
get across the finish line. That's what you thinking about getting across the finish line by any means necessary. He better get up for that dude because I'm waiting to see that fight.
But
That's
I
that's
did but I did see one interview where he was like he seemed a little excited. He was like, I can't wait to become two-time undisputed.
okay. There you go. That's the only motivation you need.
Mm.
Now let's talk about Pandora.
What about him?
He looking good. He ranked number two. He said he looking to be undisputed at 154.
Who's
I
number
will
one?
say I will say this though. I will say this. He's been using his size a little bit more better now. I will
After
see
his
that.
last few fights, yeah, because he don't want to get. He's still when he fights on the inner side, his hands are down. He gets countered with overhands all night. Like his defense is ass. He could
Yo,
be
you
like,
shot him.
no, I'm serious. Like he was getting caught in his last fight with overhands. He hasn't fixed that problem. That's gonna get him in trouble. He's gonna get in trouble. I don't understand how he's ranked number two at 154 when he's unified champion. He
He
should be
just
ranked number one.
Yeah, he should be the number one guy there.
But really, Virgil Ortiz is number one for some reason. The guy with no belts is number one.
No belts. That's crazy.
and where's Crawford ranked?
Crawford isn't in the division no more.
We said 154.
He should be number one, but he's not in the division right now. I feel like he's one and done with
54.
But
54.
he did say he would come back though. And
If he fights if he beats
and who
Canelo
knows?
twice,
And who
bro, he's
knows
not
how
coming back,
long the WBA belt? The WBA lets him have his belt until they strip him. So let's see.
bro. I don't think he's coming back if he beats Canelo twice. It's a career, bro. That's a career.
Yo, nerd.
You never
I
know,
actually
bro. You never know. I'm just saying.
I see this fight happening twice or maybe even three times. Everybody's talking about Canelo.
No, not three times. Not three times. I get two times because Canelo bitch ass probably wants his rematch clause, but I don't know. I don't know about no three times.
Yeah, but I do see it happening multiple times, and that's what people don't. Some people don't see it. They think Canelo's just gonna go in there and destroy Bud, and that's the funny part about the whole situation. That's what they think. They're gonna get a reality check and be like, "Oh, this Canelo multi-fight deal, we're gonna see Bud multiple times."
Oh.
Hmm.
Yo, what happened to what's his name? He fell off?
Yeah, he fell off.
Oh shit. But yeah, man, I gotta get on Twitter, man. See what's up with Twitter Spaces, man. Build my platform like that as well, cause I'm trying to stay active on this boxing stuff.
Hey, bro, let me know, fam. You know me. I do spaces not every day anymore, but I do a lot of
Hmm.
them a couple times a week. You feel me?
Right. I'm on
Yeah,
Twitter.
man.
I'm on Twitter. I've been on Twitter. Like I turned my regular Twitter account because I used to be a or in Philly I was a party promoter, right? So I know a lot of people, right?
Hmm.
So my Twitter account right now, I have over 10K followers on Twitter, on X or
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it. But I've had this account for years, but I don't be on there. The reason why I turned into my boxing channel, my boxing page, because it's I don't really interact with my friends on there. So I just turned it to a boxing page. Um, I used to share my videos on there, but I stopped. I need to get back on there because I still have a large following on there.
Yeah, gang, bro. When it comes to boxing, bro, it's really, it's
Hmm.
really what's it called? It's really just Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok, bro. That's where boxing is at.
Yeah, yeah. I need to tap
Yeah,
in
but
on it.
but when it comes to Twitter, TikTok though, TikTok is
Hmm.
for dumbass motherfuckers, bro. So
Hold on,
you
what?
better be
You
on
said TikTok what?
TikTok. Be for dumbass boxing fans.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They
They
be the
just
dumbest boxing fans I've ever seen in my life.
I agree
Like these
with that
motherfuckers would
because
call they would call Zanibek one of the greatest middleweights of all time.
that's crazy. I agree with that because the videos they don't really give you too much explanations. There's no substance to it. It's just for views. At that point, they just do it for views, for real, for real. They just do it to just push the algorithm. So there's no real substance to boxing on there. Twitter, they do it for shock value, in my opinion. On TikTok, everybody trying to get that viral. Everybody trying to get that viral video.
Yeah, motherfuckers. Yeah, yeah. They doing too much, bro.
That's crazy. What do you think about Teo and Barbosa? Some people was calling it an upset. I don't know. I don't see it.
I'm hoping on an upset because you know me. I don't
Damn,
fuck with
everybody don't like Teo, huh?
man. Fuck to your bitch ass, man.
He is racist. I'm not even gonna say
Fuck,
kind of racist.
fuck that motherfucker,
He,
man.
yeah, he be saying some out of pocket shit you shouldn't be saying, bro.
Everybody that know me know I don't fuck with Till Freeman at all.
Mm, yeah, yeah, that's crazy. Where boxing nerd go? He just jumped off.
He ain't finna join back. He said he said
He
he
probably
exited
about to.
by accident.
Oh, he said he got off by accident. But what other fights you looking forward to, bro? That should be coming up.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of shit that I fuck with that coming up, right?
Like what?
Uh, so for example, right? What's
Hmm.
it called? Let me get back on the schedule so I can really I can really name this shit. Hold on. So
And yo, I'm looking forward to that Brian Norman versus that Chinese guy, that
yeah,
Japanese kid.
if they make that shit happen, that's a good fight. It's also a good
Yeah, I
fight
want
for.
to see that
It's also a good fight for Brian Norman to like the
to
big up
raise
his
his
name.
profile. Yup.
Yeah, exactly. Um, I'm a little interested in the Ben Whitaker Liam Cameron rematch to see if Ben Whitaker
Yo,
has
I'm
fixed the
tapped in
shit.
for that fight, bro. I'm tapped in for that fight.
Yeah, obviously we're
Yeah.
gonna have the what's it called the Chris Eubank Conor Ben fight.
Oh, that one too, bro. Oh yeah, you naming all the fights I'm looking forward to too.
Hmm. Obviously in May the card with Ryan Garcia, Rowley, Haney,
Oh
and
yeah,
Ramirez, Tio
yeah. That's a
Barboza.
good. That's the one. Yup.
Yeah,
Very
I'm I'm
interesting fights.
I'm very excited how Devin and Ryan gonna look like.
Most, to be honest, I'm more interested in how Devin's gonna look.
Yeah, me too, me too.
I want to see where his mentality's at
I'm trying to see what's up there.
after a crazy fight like that with Ryan, cause
Hmm.
he did not look good at the end of that fight. You seen
Yeah, man.
how you seen how he looked when he was getting back on the ropes?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He
I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
was wobbling and shit. It was bad, bro.
You know, May is a crazy month, bro. Like the next day, we gonna have Canelo against William Skull.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see Canelo old ass to see, see
Yeah, he said
like
Canelo
how
old
the
ass.
decline is looking like.
The
We got
man
also
only 34.
we also got Bakoli against Efe Ajagba heavyweight fight. I fuck with that.
Whoa, whoa. That's a good one.
Yeah, Mungia trying to get his get back against that French motherfucker.
Damn,
And
everybody active this year.
yeah, man, and we got Badu Jack against the Noel guy. Like he's defending his title, cruiserweight title.
Oh,
And then the next
ain't
day
Badu Jack
again,
the WBC champion?
yeah, WBC champion.
Okay.
And then the next day again, we gonna have Inoue fighting against Cardenas. Then on the co-main, Espinoza against Vasquez. That's a
Hey
good
yo,
fight.
why they be trolling on Instagram? Somebody posted a post saying Inoue was going to fight the fight that we want to see, Akhmadaliev. Somebody
No,
trolling.
that happens. That happens later this year though. After
Oh,
this,
do it really?
yeah, yeah. They already said it's gonna be after this fight, and then
Oh
he's
yeah, yeah,
probably,
bro. That's
hopefully,
a fight I'm looking forward to, bro.
yeah. And then he's probably gonna fight Nakatani in 2026.
Oh, that's an even better fight.
Yeah, bro. Uh,
Cause Junto Nagatani, that boy could fight.
mm-hmm. That's gonna be good as fight. We got Polanco on that card too, the up and coming welterweight Dominican,
Mm.
right? Then we finally gonna see the Raymond Morataya Zohar Abdullah, the IBF eliminator at lightweight.
Oh, come on. Abdullah is not really that good though.
Yeah, there's people talk about him because Devin beat him, and they acting like he got way better after that fight. So I thought, okay, let's see.
I think he gets stopped again.
Mm, probably.
I think more Italia is going to stop his dumb ass.
Let's see, man. Let's see.
But
Also in May, see,
but more.
May is the
Go ahead.
stack. May is really stacked, bro. We got
Yeah.
Puma. We got Puma Fernando Martinez against Kazuto Ioka, the rematch.
Okay.
Who else
That's
we
them
got?
little weight
Bam.
classes.
Yeah, that's the Bam weight class. Bam is
Yeah.
probably gonna fight the winner of that one.
Hey yo, I want to see Bam fight again. I love watching Bam.
Yeah, they said he's gonna go for
They haven't been
unification.
talking about Bam in a while. He needs to get back in action.
Yeah, they said he's gonna fight a unification soon.
Yeah, Bam is one of my favorite fighters. I ain't gonna lie.
And the last main card that also like entertains me is the
Hmm.
PBC card in May 31. Caleb Plant, Jamal Charlo doubleheader.
Ooh,
My boy Andy Hernandez is gonna fight Kyron Davis. Yeah,
ooh, Kyron Davis from the city too.
yeah, man. He's from Philly.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, man. My Cuban boy gonna fuck him up, man. I'm
I
sorry to tell
agree.
you that he. Oh,
He thinks he's gonna get another upset win like he did against Elijah Garcia. He's
yeah,
in for
nah.
he's in for a rude awakening.
Yeah, my boy Hernandez is a tough motherfucker, man.
Yeah, yeah. He's sharp. I seen him fight. I made some good money off him when he got that last knockout.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck the Mexican up, man, right there.
Yeah, so Kyron Davis in for a rude awakening.
Hmm.
Boxing is looking good, bro. Not
So
gonna
wait,
lie.
Cause Kyron's from the city, you support him, but Boots is from the city. Unified
Yo,
champion.
yo, yeah. I knew he was gonna say some bullshit. Come on, man, don't do that.
Man, but he just said though, Yo-Yo's gonna beat the shit out of him though.
I exactly. I just said that, bro. You
See,
missed
bro?
that part. You missed that part, nerd.
Yeah, you forgot that one, huh?
I'm talking about Boots. What are you talking about?
No, but you said, oh, he's supporting a guy from the city. Well, if he's just, but he's not really. He fucks with him, but he did say Yo-Yo's gonna beat Cameron Davis though.
We all know
Yeah,
this, but still.
exactly. Come on now, don't do that. And he trains at my gym too. Well, the gym I started at. Him and Breadman and Caleb Plant.
Mm-hmm. All right, man. Hey, I can't wait, bro, for Charlo to come back, bro. I hope it's gonna look good, bro.
For who? Charlo?
Charlo. Yeah,
Oh,
the big
which
one.
one?
The big one. Fuck the little one.
Ah, yo, come on, don't do that.
I don't fuck with the little one at all.
Yeah, that Canelo fight really lowered
Yeah, man, to
his
me he a
profile.
bitch, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Fuck that motherfucker, bro. I fuck
He
with
sh-
Jamal though. Jamal. I fuck with Jamal. He
he
real
should have
nice.
never went out like that.
He
That
he he
Canelo
he
fight.
he better than his brother.
Yeah, I
And
always thought he was the
everybody
better.
boxers say
I
so.
always thought he was the better fighter, Jamal.
Mm. He just had his little Mariah Carey moment, but he finna come back.
Hmm. Yeah, I think was both of them having female problems.
Yeah, bro.
That's
Their wives were literally fighting each other like in the parking lot.
that's crazy.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, bro. One motherfucker hits his wife, and the motherfucker gets hit by his wife.
Mm,
Allegedly, I'm trying to do it so much, but we all heard the audio. Like, come on.
yeah,
One was proud of
but
hitting his wife, and the other one was.
what I like was when Caleb Plant slapped the shit out of him.
Well, he was grabbing on his beard. Caleb was well in his
Yeah.
right to.
If again, I fuck with Charlo, but Charlo was on some bullshit, then, bro. Like,
Yeah,
It's hard
yeah.
to hate on Caleb. Like Caleb's a stand-up
and I
guy.
fuck with
The
Caleb too,
fact
though. I fuck with Caleb too. He's
the
also
fact that you let that man slap you and don't do nothing is even crazier.
Nah, but it's a retaliation, bro. Charlo's grabbing on his beard, bro. You don't do that.
Yeah, that's doing too much.
Exactly. So he's just
Why you
retaliating.
grabbing on another man beard?
They later made up and he apologized and everything, but like they're
Yeah,
about
that's
to.
like trying to stun him,
Yeah,
trying to make him
exactly.
look like a little boy.
It's like
You don't grab on
patting
another
him on his
man,
head and saying, "Oh, you my son," in a different way,
right?
right? So
And he was with his woman too, bro. Of
yeah,
course
yeah.
he gonna do something. He with his girl.
You can't call me in front of my wife. That's not right, bro.
Yeah, that's not right, bro.
You gotta see me. You gotta see me, bro.
And I like how Caleb Plant went about the whole situation because now he got a fight with him.
Exactly.
yeah.
I'm ready
It's
for
gonna be a
that
good
press
day,
conference.
man.
But
Hey, hey, real quick, I
but
got a question. Do y'all know? Uh,
I
well,
don't
you.
want to lose my thoughts too. But go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm not gonna lose him.
You're not gonna forget, right?
No. You can
But
go ahead.
I will say this though. I know y'all like Caleb Plant, but I think he's gonna get beat by Charlo.
I
We,
agree.
we all agree on that. We all
Yeah,
agree on
Oh,
that.
okay,
It
Charlo,
okay,
depends on
okay,
it.
okay,
Depends.
okay.
It depends on
I
what
thought I
especially
thought
Charlo.
if
y'all
Charlo.
I thought y'all had Caleb Plant beating Charlo.
No,
Nah,
no,
nah.
no. If Charlo
Okay,
could get
okay.
back,
We all on the
get back
same
to
page
us,
finally.
yeah, we are. If Charlo could get back to us, like come back, like really back to it, bro, he's beating Caleb. I'm sorry.
Maybe by
Um,
stoppage is a
Yeah, he's
possible.
too good. He's too
Yeah, maybe by
powerful.
stoppage too. And and I like the bigger Charlo better because he's more physical. He's
And
more
he's
mean.
more
Like
fundamentally sound. He's more
Yeah,
fundamentally
bro,
exactly.
sound.
he just like he really got everything low key. Like he could counter in every range. He
Yeah,
can
he do.
box. He can get at you and knock your bitch ass out because he really got power like that too. Like he's
Yeah,
strong.
he's strong, real strong.
Yeah, bro. So hold on, I wanted to ask, especially you because you're from Philly
Uh huh.
and he's from Boots Camp. Do you know a guy Ismail the Chef Muhammad?
The Chef Muhammad.
Bro, he makes what's it called?
Sushi.
Oh, Ishmo.
It's a boxer, bro. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ishmo.
he's
He
a
has a
chef
shop.
too. He has a shop. He makes
Oh, she's actual chef too.
cheesesteaks. He
Yeah,
makes
he's a chef,
cheesesteaks.
bro.
He makes
You
he makes
ain't
egg
know
roll
that?
cheesesteaks.
No, I
Yeah.
ain't know that.
He has his own shop
I
in
want to go.
Philly.
Have you been there? I want to go try those.
No,
Those
I
look
haven't
good.
been
Bro,
there, but I heard his food is good.
I'm on his Insta and shit. I just like found him,
Uh huh.
right? He's low key nice, bro. He's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's good.
got some
Good.
skills. He got boxing skills.
He, bro, it's kind like it's not really that weird if you think about it because he's from that gym. But he low key
Hmm.
reminds me a little bit of Boots, like especially in
Mhm.
Southpaw.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he's
his
sharp.
little brother.
He sharp.
That's Boo's little brother. So
He
he
got
Like
looks
Boots
actual
got him
little
right.
brother.
nah
Nah,
like
not real blood, not
not
blood.
real brother, but
Oh,
like
okay, no,
This,
but he just like yo, he been around, so they
yeah,
just like
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
okay, I get you.
They
They
grew up
locked in
together.
for life.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
nice though, man.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
he's
he's
good.
sharp. He's sharp. He athletic.
He has a fight coming up on the 26th of April. So
The only thing I think he's lacking, if you ask me,
uh,
is that explosive power.
yeah, he has sharp power, but it's not explosive.
It's not explosive. Like if
Yeah,
I clip you, you going to sleep
yeah,
like that type of power.
Oh,
But
okay.
but he's sharp.
he's good, man. You don't always need that as long as you're defensively sound and you can have the power. They respect you in a way and don't do anything crazy and not walk you down like you're nothing. And you're good. Like he has good power. He has decent power.
Yeah,
Mm.
he has respectable power for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, he's good. Oh, so what was you asking? What's his name? I mean,
Yeah, I no, I was just asking if y'all know him, bro. Like he look good, bro. I
oh
think
yeah,
he's a
yeah, yeah.
nice
We
fight.
know him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
all.
he's sharp. He just got to make a name for himself. Keep if he really wants to box, keep doing it and move up in the rankings and see if he could become a world champion.
Yeah, man. What weight class does he fight at?
One third, either 135 or 140, one of the two.
Yeah, he down there. He not as big as Boots.
Mm. I bet that.
Mm-hmm. He's solid though. He's solid. He's a good fighter. Like I'm not boxing nerd think I hate everybody uh cause I got my criticism of Boots. But let me say this, boxing nerd, one more time. The only reason the criticism that I have for Boots is because of the fans, bro. It's I go off of what people say, how they rate a guy. They overrate a guy and like put him on this pedestal where he doesn't belong yet. And that's my problem with the whole situation. Now, if everybody will humble themselves and be like, okay, he's nice, but he got a lot of things to work on. I wouldn't go as hard as I go against Boots. If everybody was like that, everybody was on the same page. Do you understand what I'm saying now, nerd?
Nah, I understand what you're saying, bro.
Yeah, it's the people that put him on a pedestal where he hasn't reached yet. That's what pisses me off.
Mm.
Other than that, I wouldn't have nothing good. I had nothing bad to say about the man. They be like, "Oh, Boots gonna knock this guy out." I'm like, "Come on, bro, y'all doing too much."
That's a lot, man. I understand what you're saying. Can't be a knock.
Hey,
Yeah.
yo, I gotta go. I'm about to eat some fire ass food, man.
Yeah, I gotta go too,
Gotta
bro.
go.
What you? Hey, yo, you Jamaican, bro?
No, not me, but boxing it is.
I am.
So how you was speaking that?
Uh, cause I
He's a
my ex
chameleon.
girlfriend,
He can adapt to anywhere.
my ex girlfriend used to be Jamaican. You feel me?
Oh, okay, yo, you was real fluent with it.
No, he was not. Don't get a big in the head, bro.
Don't
No,
hate on
cause
my
I didn't
papa,
really
bro.
understand what he was saying until I had to
Little
like
stinky,
sit down and
dirty
think
mud
about it.
face.
You said
He
what,
always
bro? Say it
boxing
again.
always hate. You feel me? He always hating on me, bro.
Boxing nerd, why you hating on that man?
Yeah.
Bro, it's in my nature, bro. I have to hit
Hey,
on
but hey, man.
He
Yeah.
said it's
So
in my nature.
I
bro.
No,
gotta
I have
but
go
to
though.
I'm
keep it
But
not
hey,
gonna
grounded.
lie to y'all though. Jamaican got some of the best foods in the world, bro, because that's all I eat.
hell
Jamaican
yeah,
food.
bro. I can sell rice and peas. Come on, curry goat,
Bro,
curry chicken.
bro, I can eat Jamaican food every single day and not get tired of it.
That shit is fire, bro. It really is.
I gotta give y'all that well, boxing nerd Jamaican, right?
You Jamaican.
I gotta give them that. They food good as shit, bro.
But I promise you,
Don't
bro,
eat it. Don't eat it every day, bro. That's like a lot of oil on your chest.
They
bro,
said
I
a lot of
promise you
oil.
though. Try
The
try
food
some
good though.
Yeah,
try
it is.
some try some Haitian food, bro.
Haitian?
Yeah, try some Haitian food, bro.
Hold on, you Haitian?
No, but
Uh
another ex girl was Haitian.
yeah,
Bro,
this guy.
this guy dated the whole world. That's all.
That's what I was
That's
just yo, bro.
Mm.
I was just about to say that.
Well, I'm just letting you, bro. I'm just putting you
You
on, bro.
worldwide.
Try
I
the Haitian
mean,
food. But hey, man, hey, you
no,
have a good one, my
I had a
boy.
Haitian friend though. I had a Haitian friend. All they cooked was rice and beans,
all right,
bro.
brother.
Yo, hey, that rice is fire.
He said it's fire.
But hey,
All right,
yeah,
bro.
hey, you have a good one though, my boy.
All right, be safe, buddy.
All right, man. We'll talk.
All right, so
Nerd, I'm about to get off though. You hear me?
All right.
3 hours, bro.
It's about time you've been on active all day. That's good.
All right, we gonna make it happen tomorrow too. All right, Brody, be safe. All right,
Yeah, yeah. You too.
all right. It's your boy, no credit. I'm out, y'all.